opposite direction. Jake Ottinger. For Dallas, Mackenzie Blackwood, his first ever playoff start, is for the Colorado Avalanche. McKinnon and Johnston at center ice, and the Stanley Cup Playoffs in 2025 have begun. Cale Makar will wind it around far side half wall. Arturi Lehkonen will pinch. Stars will clear it. Cut off, though, by Nathan McKinnon. Back to the point. Devon Toews lets it go. Tipped on by Arturi Lehkonen. Rebound straight up in the air. Glove down by S. Lindell. Taken back by Marty Necas. He'll leave it in the corner. Lindell will pick it up. Pressure coming from Arturi Lehkonen. And it's back to center ice. Knocked out of the air waist high by Devon Toews. Now Lehkonen has it stolen by Johnston. He'll pry it loose. Now Nathan McKinnon across the red line looking for a chance to dump it in. Does. Glove down by the Stars. Off the near side boards. Drouin can't get there. And Mikael Granlund will hand it off to Roope Hintz. Return pass doesn't get there. Josh Manson blasted up the near side wall. Drouin into the skates of Brock Nelson. Ties up his man. Drouin trying to pry it loose. And Dadonov and Nelson got tangled up in the mess. It's Drouin who connects with Nichushkin, who rips it in. Thomas Harley has it stolen by Brock Nelson. Overskated though, and Lyubushkin will get it back. Thomas Harley near side half wall. He'll motor through the neutral zone. Just underway here in the first period. Harley takes a bump from Ross Colton. Eric Johnson into the lineup for Sam Malinsky. Bishel gets it deep, tapped away by the Avalanche out towards center ice. Here comes former star UL Kiviranta. He'll get it deep in the Dallas zone. Bishel puts him up against the wall, but Kiviranta has the last laugh. Puck down deep off the end wall. Sagan up and out around Eric Johnson, and Sam Girard has to go toe-to-toe in a foot race with Matt Duchene. He wins it. Far side half wall. Colton into the path of UL. Kiviranta gets around a check, but he's all alone. He got around two. Kiviranta behind the net. Throws on the brakes. Put into the boards by Bishel. Logan O'Connor just under the ice arrives to help out. Pass back to the point. Hit the referee. How many times does that happen? And it's Kelly Sutherland. Last time that a puck hit him in an Avalanche game, it led to an opposition goal. Nothing sinister comes from this one, however. Logan O'Connor into the path of Jack Drury. Scored in the season finale. Drury lets it go. Blocker save made by Ottinger. Rebound is hacked loose by Logan O'Connor. Down low, comes free. O'Connor trying to get to the point. He's tangled up by Oscar Beck. Now it's freed up. Turnover. Josh Manson. He lets it go. Save made. Ottinger. Rebound is there. Puck sitting in the crease. Colorado can't get to it. Josh Manson let it go from distance. Ottinger made the save. And in a panic move, the Dallas Stars will send it down ice. It is icing on Dallas with 17:36 to go in the first period. Shots are 3-0 Avalanche. No score just yet. Tonight's puck drop is brought to you by Century Casino. Find the hottest slots and electronic table game action at Century Casino and Hotel. 1 mile from Blackhawk and scenic walkable Central City. Welcome to the winner's zone. Jared Bednar sends out McKinnon. Lehkonen, Necas, Toews, and Cale Makar, as you would expect. Face-off is won by McKinnon. Makar, a blast from the point, blocked. And it's Maverick Bourque who got in the way. Makar able to get it back at center ice. Toews looking up the middle. Swings it near side for Nathan McKinnon. Necas tries a no-angle shot, misses. And it's just out of the zone, hacked back in by Devon Toews. Avalanche are offside. 17-19 to go in period one. In a scoreless game one, Colorado and the Dallas Stars. Well, the Avalanche looking for revenge after last year's second round game 6 exit. They've had 337 days to begin the process of taking down Dallas. Colorado have 11 players who played in that game 6. And this is rolled in on Blackwood. He'll poke it to the corner. Cale Makar tries to scrape it loose. He does. Kicks it to his stick. Now he escapes behind his own net. Makar near side circle. Lobs it ahead into the path of Nathan McKinnon. Bouncing puck. Slapped back to center ice by the Stars. Ben couldn't get it to Mikko Rantanen. He runs into Wyatt Johnson. Hands with the puck. Nathan McKinnon in the neutral zone off the near side boards. Just out of reach of Eric Johnson. Stolen back by Lindell. And now motoring ahead for Dallas's Cody Ceci. Stolen by the Avalanche. Here comes Eric Johnson. Near side wall. Johnson towards the net. Stick save made by Ottinger. Sends it to the far wall. Cleared back up. Another turnover. Dallas. Found Nichushkin trying to get to it. Somehow the Stars connect with Dadonov. Throws it down low for hit. Save made by Blackwood. Up top again. Shot is blocked. Where is it? It fell back for Lyubushkin. Stars with their first and best chance of the hockey game. Found Nichushkin into the path of Brock Nelson. Off the near side boards. Drouin trying to get to it. Again, barely to Donow, able to get it across the blue line. Harley has to reset back in his own zone. 4 minutes gone in the first. Shots are 4-1. Colorado no score. Taves leans Marchment into the glass. Marchment then trips up Cale Makar, and then Makar takes a high stick from Matt Duchene. There's a broken stick on the ice. There could be 2 penalties here. Marchment's going for sure for a trip. And Devon Taves comes over and punches Marchment right in the chest. And frankly, he deserves it. It was a trip on Cale Makar. There's a stick in 2 pieces right around Mackenzie Blackwood. Again, Marchment for sure. Cale Makar took something up high in the aftermath. So Marchment will definitely go. We'll see if there's a second one. It doesn't appear to be the case. I don't know what they could possibly be booing. Here's the call.
Dallas, number 27, 2 minutes for tripping.
That's an easy one to make. Took out Cale Makar's skates. I don't know why you could possibly boo that, but they found a way to. So the Avalanche going on the Pins and Aces power play. Your source for stylish golf apparel, either on the course or in the stands. You can stand out with Pins and Aces. Visit pinsandaces.com. Avalanche power play this season ended up at 24.8%. That was the best in Avalanche history. Second best in franchise history as the Nordiques were 26.8% in 81-82. On the PK, Dallas 4th best in the National Hockey League. They have it here, shorthanded. Beck tucks it backdoor. Poked aside by Marty Necas. Puck high in the zone. Now it's turned deep. And Cale Makar will have to recycle with Sam Steele lurking. Nathan McKinnon gets the outlet pass. Now he turns back in. Stars 4th overall. On the PK, 7th. At home. Habs have it set up at the point. Cale Makar dances around Johnson. Makar drew another penalty. One-timer, and it's a save made by Ottinger. It's going to be a 5-on-3. Cale Makar, who led all Avs in points versus Dallas last year, has drawn 2 penalties here.
Dallas penalty number 53, 2 minutes for tripping.
So Johnston will go to the box, and the Avalanche will have 1 minute and 24 seconds worth of 5-on-3 time. Here, 4 minutes and 38 seconds into the first period. And that's an easy call as well. Cale Makar has drawn 2 tripping minors on Dallas. And let's see if the Avalanche can cash in here. 15:22 to go in the first period. 1 minute and 24 seconds worth of a 5-on-3 for Colorado, barring any other infractions. Nathan McKinnon is being asked to leave the face-off circle for reasons unknown, so it'll be Marty Necas to try and win it. McKinnon is confused, so am I. It was Shandor Alfonso who made the decision to trail linesman. Puck is still not down on the ice. Necas able to win it back for Cale Makar. Holding, top of the circle, Makar now at the near side hash marks for Val Nichushkin. Tosses it back up top for Nathan McKinnon. Plenty of room here. McKinnon all the way over, turned aside by Steele. Necas with it. Sweeps it up top. Now for Cale Makar. Return to the Necas. Far side circle, Makar. Now Nathan McKinnon. Back for Makar. A drive. Misses the net. Jonathan Drouin with the rebound off the boards. McKinnon has it back. Space top of the circle. Tried the backdoor feed. And it's a failed clearance by Dallas. Necas for Cale Makar. Stretches to keep it in the zone. McKinnon draws in the defender. Down low for Jonathan Drouin. Again, they want that seam pass. Dallas reads it well. Failed clearance here. McKinnon holding, shooting. And he misses the net stick side on Ottinger. Gets it back from Necas. Backdoor Drouin. Tried to slide it in front. Blocked by Esa Lindell. And he'll power it down ice. The Avs trying to get a little bit too cute there. 30 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. McKinnon picks it up. Puck stuck in snow in front of the Avalanche bench. McKinnon across the blue line. Cuts to the middle. And now Necas will pick up the loose puck away from Oscar back. 18 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Necas now for Cale Makar. Near side circle, Makar throws a shot on target. Save made by Ottinger. Returned to him by Jonathan Drouin into the skates of Nathan McKinnon. 8 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. McKinnon holds in front for Val Nichushkin. Save made by Ottinger, and it's backhanded down ice. 5-on-3 is over. 35 seconds left in the power play for the Avalanche as Marchment is back on the ice. Second unit out there, Brock Nelson through the neutral zone across the red line. Nelson brings it in off his skate, settles for Ross Colton, Charlie Coyle. Spins at the near side point, 15 seconds left. Coyle holds, leaves it for Brock Nelson. Back up top, Granlund got in the way. Taves off the wall. Now Nelson through center ice. 3-on-2 here for the Avalanche. Dallas able to get back. Ross Colton stick handling away from danger. Nelson pummeled into the boards by Cody Ceci. That could have been boarding easily. But because there's 2 straight penalties called on the Stars, there won't be 3. Dallas has killed off the 5-on-3. Colorado needed to score there. They did not. Ceci off the boards, down ice around Devon Taves. This is going to be icing on Dallas with 13:07 to go in the first period of game 1. Avs out shooting Dallas 7-1. But Colorado not able to score on the 5-on-3. You hope that doesn't shift the momentum the opposite direction. Colorado tried that seam pass 2 or 3 times. McKinnon for Natchez. Drouin for Natchez. Sam Steele and Oscar Beck got in the way. 4th line out there now. Lindgren and Manson on the back end. Johnston against Jack Drury. Drury wins it back for Ryan Lindgren. Off the near side boards. Manson doesn't have a shot. Claps it to the corner. Dug out by Drury. He's got it on the forehand. Drury slides it for Manson. He lets it go. Blocked in front on the backhand as Parker Kelly is hauled down. Avs had the puck back. Winning a lot of puck battles are the Avalanche. Again, Manson from distance. Glove save made by Ottinger. He'll hang on. And we will take a timeout. 12:47 to go in the first period of game 1 in Dallas. Shots are 7-1 Colorado. No score yet. You're listening to the Stanley Cup Playoffs on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 is the home of your Colorado Avalanche. Hear the game tonight. React with us all day Monday.
Hey, Avs faithful, it's Brett Kane, game 1 for the Avs and Stars. Right now, in a full breakdown, Mackenzie Blackwood's first playoff game. All that and the results of Nuggets-Clippers game 1, Monday starting at 6 o'clock with Mose Lombardi and Kane on your home for the Avs and Nuggets. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Avs faithful, aluminum is the MVP of recycling. Every time you choose aluminum, you're scoring big for sustainability. Like a top-shelf slapper or a game-winning breakaway, choosing aluminum makes an impact. Whether you're cheering from the stands or enjoying a cold drink during the game, remember that aluminum is your MVP to building a sustainable future. All in for the Avs. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
Today at Berg Simpson, we'll get a call from someone who needs our help. We'll learn about their loved one's injuries. We'll listen to their concerns, and we'll promise to fight for them. Then we'll use our resources and experience to deliver the best possible results we can for that client. So today, when that client calls Berg Simpson, we hope they feel they've done the best thing for their family.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives.
The Stanley Cup Playoffs, Colorado and Dallas on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
To go in the first period. American Airlines Center in Dallas. The Avalanche and Stars are scoreless in game 1 with engineer extraordinaire Bill Geiger. KJ Granderson back at our NHL Tonight studios. Alex Ryan and me at Buffalo Rose in Golden. I'm Connor McGahey. Our pleasure to bring you game 1, round 1 of the Stanley Cup Playoffs around North America and around the world on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Natchez can't win the draw. CC goes backwards for Lindell. Top D pair out there for Dallas. Now Johnson through center ice. Wyatt Johnson, far circle. Wide around Devon Taves. Trying the short angle shot. Save made by Blackwood. Stars have it back. Lindell a drive. And that's tipped high. Looked like it went into the netting. Maybe just the top piece of the glass. Play continues. Ceci holding. Shooting again off the end wall. And Blackwood is wise to the tactics. Able to get snug up against his left post and cover it up. 12:23 to go in the first. Shots are now 8-2 Avalanche. I believe they have 8 shots from... Nope, Nathan McKinnon has 2. So 8 shots from 7 different players for the Avalanche early on. But they did not score in a 5-on-3. Stars win the draw here. Val Nichushkin steals it away from Matt Duchene. Somehow, Duchene got it back. Matt Duchene only had 1 goal in the series last year. Boy, fans want to call here, and I think they're going to get one. Josh Manson. And that is just one to even it out. Jake Brank gave into the pressure of the home crowd. And he's going to ding Josh Manson for holding. Here's one of the 2 referees tonight.
Colorado, number 42, 2 minutes for holding.
I think he was swayed by the home crowd complaining at that one as he had Matt Duchene tied up against the boards. And a nice play there. So now the Stars will get their first power play of the evening. They went 0 for 6 in Nashville to finish the season. During the season, overall 17th in the NHL at 22%, 21st on home ice. That's when the draw here. Devon Toews will dispatch the puck back into Stars territory. 8 minutes gone in the first period. No score in game one. Ottinger leaves it for Thomas Harley. Harley backwards now for Rope Hintz. He was injured halfway through the series last year. Now Matt Duchene near side boards up top for Harley. Skates in the neutral zone. Returns it to Matt Duchene inside the circle. Shot towards the net. Save made by Blackwood. Rebound goes all the way out to the neutral zone. That's where Nichushkin is waiting. And he'll backhand it off the near side boards so the Avalanche can get fresh bodies out there. Big pad save made by Blackwood. All 3 of his saves in this hockey game have been large. Duchene back up top for Harley. Pressure coming now from Parker Kelly. Duchene to the middle. Shot on target. Fought off by Blackwood again. Nice save on Johnston. Pick is thrown. No interference called. Now Harley up top for Dallas. Returns it to Duchene inside the circle. Flips it now for Mikko Rantanen below the goal line for Dallas. Rantanen trying to step it in with the backhand blocked. Lindgren has it. Can he power it off the glass? He can, and it gets across the blue line and towards center ice. 55 seconds to go on the power play. Johnson resets, hands it off for Matt Duchene. Hacked at by Parker Kelly. Puck pops loose, and Logan O'Connor will do the rest and send it behind Jay Gottinger. 44 seconds to go in the man advantage for Dallas. 10:52 to go in the first period. In game one, no score. Off the boards. Granlund on the hop. Across the red line, now into the Avalanche zone. Hands it off around Toews. Here's Jamie Benn below the goal line. Out in front and misses everybody. And that goes the distance as Lindell will track it down in his own zone. In front of Ottinger. 22 seconds to go in the power play. Lindell now for Tyler Seguin. He flips it in. And he gets there first. Behind the net. Hit is thrown by the Avalanche. Toews couldn't clear the zone. Bouncing puck in the slot. One-timer. Save made by Blackwood. Rebound is there for Granlund. Benn lets it go. Save made by Blackwood again. Holy Mackenzie. Jamie Benn and Tyler Seguin with 2 glorious chances for the Dallas Stars. And Mackenzie Blackwood with an outstanding stop. And he was able to cover up the rebound. Jamie Benn in search of his 28th career playoff goal. Will have to wait. Excellent save made by Blackwood on the Stars power play with 5 seconds remaining in it. Coyle on the face-off against Matt Duchene. Coyle able to win it with the second effort. Back for Eric Johnson. Leans into his man. EJ now for Ryan Lindgren. Arturi Lehkonen can't clear the zone. Power play is over. Shot from distance. Save made Blackwood. EJ got tangled up. Harley Coyle? Who's that? Charlie Coyle able to avoid a high hit from Dallas and get the puck into the Stars zone. He pokes it further back away from Ceci. After changing, Matt Duchene now for Marchment. Across the blue line, Marchment. Wants it underneath. Seguin can't handle it. Poked away by Sam Girard. Hacked at by Cale Makar now up the middle of the ice. Here comes Nathan MacKinnon in space. Swings wide left across the Stars blue line. Cale Makar lets it go. Misses high and wide left side. Between the legs try from Arturi Lehkonen, covered up by Ottinger. And we'll take a timeout. 9:36 to go in the first. Between the two teams, they're 0 for 3 on the power play. Goalless in Dallas. You're listening to the Stanley Cup Playoffs on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
America's favorite tea made a hard iced tea?
Obviously.
And it's brewed with real Lipton tea?
Obviously.
Try a refreshing Lipton hard iced tea, whether you need to cool off at a pool party or beat the heat at the next barbecue. Visit your local liquor store or grocery store to pick up a variety pack of our 4 flavors: lemon, peach, strawberry, and half and half.
Introducing Lipton hard iced tea with 5% alcohol. Your cup of hard tea. Legal 21 plus, contains alcohol. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024, The Sunrise Brewing Company, Rochester, New York. Flavored malt beverages do not contain distilled spirits.
Style or substance? Somehow it became one or the other when choosing a truck. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything. That's GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Well-qualified buyers get 0.9% APR on 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer today. Length of contract limited. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 4/30/25.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. Sound the horn.
Avs faithful. Game's over. With every breakaway, every assist, every amazing save, the Avs leave it all on the ice. Now it's your turn to close out strong. When you recycle your aluminum cans, you score big for sustainability. Let's celebrate together and go all in for a sustainable future. All in for the Avs. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
Mile High Playoff Hockey. The Avs and Stars on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
9:36 to go in the first period. American Airlines Center in Dallas. Round 1, Game 1. Avs and Stars are scoreless. Tonight's Avalanche game brought to you by your local Colorado Buick GMC dealers. Face up won by the Stars. Off the wall, Lindell gives it right to Arturi Lehkonen. He got wrapped up by Granlund. A lot of Finns out there on either side. There is direct flights from Dallas to Helsinki, believe it or not. Natchez, not from Finland, swings wide left. One-on-one with Cody Ceci, centers it for Nathan McKinnon. Bounce off his stick near side circle. McKinnon now below the goal line. Natchez on his forehand, trying to get it to the point. Lost it first. Now Sam Girard has it back. Shot towards the net. Throws a strike into the mid of Ottinger, who will slow it up. 9:04 to go in the first. Shots all of a sudden are 8 apiece. Goals are 0 apiece. What do Mountain Time Lager and the Avalanche have in common? They're both cool, crisp, and from Colorado. If you love hockey, then you're going to love Mountain Time. Go grab a case. Game time means Mountain Time. Faints off to the right of Ottinger. Nelson will take it. Drouin to his right. And now Nelson wins it back for Josh Manson. Nelson's pass for Nelson through his legs. Back up top for Lindgren. He fires. Blocked. And Manson will pinch and get it down the far boards. Had his legs taken out from underneath him. There's no penalty. You could hear Jared Bednar screaming at Kelly Sutherland. And there should have been a penalty there again on Dallas. That would have been 3 tripping calls. Shot towards the net from Lindgren. Deflected by Jonathan Drouin, and Ottinger able to cover up Brock Nelson. Labushkin came over to try and put him in a headlock, and that's tough to do on Brock Nelson, who stands over 6'5" on skates. Nelson, a harmless poke at the puck afterwards. And Labushkin trying his best to tear down Nelson Tower. 8:40 to go in the first period. Shots now 10-8 Avs. We are scoreless in Dallas. Gibby Ranta, Colton, and Charlie Coyle coming on the ice. The third line for Jared Bednar. Again, no Gabe Landeskog tonight. See if that's a possibility for game number 2 here on Monday. Bednar saying this morning that everybody is available. Face off to the left of Ottinger, right side of the ice. As we view things from way up top, American Airlines Center in Dallas. Colton wins it. Coyle wins it. Back for Eric Johnson. Shot towards the net, blocked. Gibby Ranta trying to pry it loose, does, but it goes right to Mikko Rantanen. Rantanen down the near side boards. Textbook hip check from Eric Johnson. Takes it away from Wyatt Johnston. Stars able to win it back at the point. Shot towards the net, deflected by Mikko Rantanen. High over the net at the glass, and now Sam Girard will shovel it to the corner. Ahead now for Ross Colton off the heel of his stick, and this should be icing on the Avalanche. And it is, with 8:12 to go in the first period. In a scoreless Game 1. Avs faithful, the Stanley Cup Playoffs are streaming on Altitude Plus. Sign up now and get exclusive access to a 3-day free trial. Use promo code ALT3 FREE. That's the letters ALT, the number 3 and free. Code must be redeemed at altitudeplus.com. Offer subject to terms and conditions and ends Thursday, April 24th. In the first round of both the Avalanche series and the Nuggets playoff series is live on location, carried by Altitude. Bouncing puck, Ross Colton trying to get through Alex Petrovic. Stars roll it back into the Colorado end. Cale Makar. Beaten to the puck by March. Thrown in front. Deflected away by Seguin. Taves underneath for Lehkonen. And Nathan McKinnon off the hop. McKinnon trying to split the D. Hacked away from him, goes right to Marty Necas. Far side half wall, Necas shot towards the net, blocked. Over the head of Lehkonen, he settles it down, scoops it behind the net. Denied by Dallas. Top line for the Avalanche, a little bit predictable in their passing. Marchment takes over. Right side for Matt Duchene. Monitored by Cale Makar. Duchene's shot deflected by Cale into the screen, and play stops with 7 minutes and 31 seconds to go in the first period in game one. Shots are 10-7 now, Colorado. It always changes by the second here in Dallas. No score yet. PK impressive for the Stars because it did not finish well. 10 power play goals and 23 chances the last 7 games coming into this one. Again, all 7 were losses for the Stars, but they do kill off the 5-on-3 here in the first period. Jack Drury wins the face-off the hard way, and now Lindgren off the near side boards. Logan O'Connor settles it down. O'Connor right on the money for Josh Manson, playing a forward at the moment. Manson leans into Lyubushkin, gets the puck deep. Crunching hit thrown by Parker Kelly. Axe to center ice by Dallas. Nice hit thrown by Ryan Lindgren in the neutral zone, and that denied. An almost breakaway by Dallas. Logan O'Connor and Lindell down the near side boards. Now Parker Kelly across the blue line. He'll flip it in and go to work. 7 minutes on the dot to go in the first period. Up the near side boards, O'Connor knocks it down. Drury joins the effort. Hangs onto the puck. Now O'Connor will get it deep. Nice work done by the fourth line. Again, textbook is the word for the hit from Eric Johnson and from how the fourth line for the Avalanche needs to keep the puck in Stars territory. Turnover here, Brock Nelson. Stick handling down the near side boards. After changing, got it deep. Osterbeck for Harley. Pinching is Taves, wearing an A tonight. But again, there's a seam for Dallas to escape his back. Gets through the neutral zone, off the near side boards to Donov. Short angle shot over the helmet of Blackwood. To the far boards, kept in by Ceci. Dodonov behind the net, backhander, save made by Blackwood. Pushed ahead by Sam Girard, stolen back by the Stars. Dodonov can't get it out in front. Taken away by Jonathan Drouin. Now Valachushkin off the near side boards, will play it to himself. Stars get there first, barely through Valachushkin's legs. Big hit thrown by Drouin. Throws it centrally. Valachushkin can't get there. Cale Makar off the bench, trying to get it deep. Beck got in the way. He's been a burr in the saddle. Another hit thrown by Lindgren on Dodonov as he gets it deep and goes off for a change. 5:49 to go in the first period. Shots are 10-7 Avalanche. No score yet in round one, game one in Dallas. McKinnon. Puck right on his tape. McKinnon near side circle. McKinnon, a save made by Ottinger. Rebound is sent deep. There's a broken stick along the far side boards. No official picked it up. It's been sitting there for 3.5 minutes. Stars clear back towards center ice. Brought back in by McKinnon. Has tag up McKinnon. Avoided a hit from the big Liam Bichsel. Stars clear back to the neutral zone. Josh Manson in the neutral zone. Throws it into the stands. Stars fans want a penalty. But I had some education for you. It's only a penalty if he's in his defensive zone. So we'll take a timeout. 5:18 to go in the first in Dallas. No score, Avalanche and Stars. Thank you for listening to the Stanley Cup Playoffs on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Avs faithful, aluminum is the MVP of recycling. Every time you choose aluminum, you're scoring big for sustainability. Like a top shelf slapper or a game-winning breakaway, choosing aluminum makes an impact. Whether you're cheering from the stands or enjoying a cold drink during the game, remember that aluminum is your MVP to building a sustainable future. All in for the Avs. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
Over for McKinnon. He scores!
Playoff tickets are in high demand, and this is your chance to beat the crowd. Join our limited ticket priority list for exclusive access, last-minute game day tickets, and much more.
Makar drive. He scores! All hail Cale!
Being built different means you're always one step ahead. Sign up now and stay on top of the game.
Hey guys, this time of the year, you can't help but think about your future. And what does yours look like? Tyler Plum is here for the electricians at International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Step up this year and go for it. Talk with the folks at IBEW about a future that includes a career, benefits, great wages, and a group of people around you that give you support, growth, and a solid future. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW Local 68. Start with the job, end with the career. Go to IBEW68.com for more information.
The Stanley Cup Playoffs, Colorado and Dallas on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Face-off in the neutral zone is won by the Avalanche. Stretch pass from Sam Girard misses, so it's icing on Colorado. 5:13 left. Any rebroadcast of this game is strictly prohibited without the written consent of the Avalanche National Hockey League. Berg Simpson Injury Lawyers remind you that when the game is on the line, call 303-790-2525. If you've been injured, contact Berg Simpson. Good lawyers, changing lives. Face on to the right of Blackwood, who's made some excellent saves in his first ever playoff start. Ben and Coyle going toe-to-toe. Both are complaining to the linesman. That should tell you something. Ben wins this one off the boards, so straight up in the air. Bichel floats it down. Now for Petrovic. That's your second D pair. No Matt Dumba tonight. And this is knocked down in center ice. Avs trying to scrape it loose. Charlie Coyle leans into Petrovic. His pass for Kivi Ronta just out of reach. Bichel for Mikko Rantanen. He's bunked by his fellow countryman Kivi Ronta into the Avalanche bench. That puck went out of play, and all the pace that this game had in the first 15 minutes or so has slowed down a bit. 4:52 to go in period one. Shot 10-7 Avalanche. No goals just yet. The Winnipeg Jets winning game number one over the St. Louis Blues 5-3. Although it was touch and go there for a bit. Connor Hellebuck had a 700-ish save percentage halfway through the hockey game. Stop if you heard me say that before. Duchesne pinches around Lindgren, turned aside by Manson, falls for Brock Nelson, and now he connects with Val Nichushkin, who motors through the neutral zone, hands it out for Nelson. His shot deflected wide of Ottinger. Manson, can he keep it in? No. Sagan there first. Marchman takes over. Back for Sagan. He's bumped by Val Nichushkin. They both go down to the ice. Sagan with a little bit of an extra effort gets it through the neutral zone. Duchesne backwards now for Lyubushkin. Return pass for Duchesne. Cut off, and now Manson lays it off the near side board. Hit a dead spot. Now Nichushkin picks it up anyhow. Nichushkin, near side circle. Nichushkin turns on the forehand, looking for space. Up top for Eric Johnson. His shot is off the heel of his stick, and the Stars, exhausted, will backhand it down the far wall and make a change with 4 minutes on the nose to go in our first period. No score. Down to the corner, pitch forth by Lindell all the way around. The Donov up and out. Parker Kelly there to take it away and launch it back in. Below the goal line, Ottinger now sweeps it for Lindell near corner. Cut off by Jack Drury just for a moment. Went off the back of his stick. Now Rope hits up the middle of the ice, hands it off. One-timer blocked. Sam Girard will knock it down. Broken stick there for the Avalanche, as it's Parker Kelly who doesn't have a twig. Jack Drury comes over to assist. Nice play there by Jack Drury, as he realized his line mate didn't have a blade and he needed help. Blackwood leaves it on the end around for Cale Makar through center ice. Nathan MacKinnon touches it across the red line. Blocked by the Stars. Here they come the other way. MacKinnon has to get back. He does on Maverick Bourque. Into no man's land. Cale Makar has it blocked by Bourque. Now in the trapezoid behind Mackenzie Blackwood. 3:03 to go in our first period. No score. Beck for Bourque. He's knocked down by Cale Makar. Fans want to call, and I'm not sure they know what a penalty is here in Dallas. Near side corner. Beck trying to scrape it loose. Great hit thrown by Cale Makar. Steele. He's knocked down by Nathan MacKinnon this time. Four-car pile up in that near corner to the right of Blackwood. Fish loose by the Stars. Lehkonen throws a hit. Makar picks up the loose puck through traffic, but not out of the zone. Bourque lobs it deep right to Cale Makar. Taves ties up Beck in front of both teams. Will make a switch. Rather tired. Off they go panting with 2:25 to go in the first period. Scoreless first here in Dallas. Stretch pass. Charlie Coyle right up the middle. Coyle swings wide right. Coyle a shot deflected. Stick save made by Ottinger. Bent overskated the puck. Natchez hacks it to the corner, trying to get there ahead of Cody Ceci. Ceci lumberjacks the puck. Coyle pokes it back for Lindgren. Backpedaling, returns it to Marty Natchez, far side hash marks. Natchez, one-timer for Colton Fan on it. And now it's Josh Manson who keeps it alive. Natchez again. Back for Colton off the heel of his stick. That broke. A lot of broken sticks here in the first period. There are two different ones on the ice right now. 1 minute and 48 seconds to go in the first period. Shots 10-8 Colorado, no score yet. Manson off the board for Brock Nelson. Gets away from Lyubushkin. Down the wall for Jonathan Drouin. Off the end wall for Val Nichushkin. Trying to turn away from traffic. Nichushkin off the board. Back for Girard. He lets it go. Save made. Ottinger. Rebound was right there. Val Nichushkin hugged by Lyubushkin. That's fun. And the whistle blows with 92 seconds to go in the first period. A scoreless game one here in Dallas. Val Nichushkin has played 30 playoff games for the Avalanche, and Colorado is 22-8 in those 30 games. And all he's done is score 19 goals. Face off to the right of Jake Ottinger. Nelson will take the draw. And he wins it. Back for Sam Girard. He's got room. Doesn't take the shot. Now he lets it go. Tipped down and just wide by Brock Nelson. 13 points since coming over from the New York Islanders. 6 goals, 7 assists. Girard winds it for Jonathan Drouin. Backwards for Taves. Outlets it for Nelson. He's got some room. Closed upon by Labushkin. Nelson gets free. He's got the puck behind the net. Wraparound try. Ottinger made the save. Boy, you can just see the next level of Brock Nelson's game. Drouin now for Valnichushkin. Stick handling in a tight space. Back to the point. Underwhelming. Goes right to Tyler Seguin. 58 seconds to go in the first period. Here comes Duchesne across the Avalanche line. Nelson keeping an eye on him. Duchesne into the corner. Bump by Devon Taves. Duchesne escapes. Taves stays with him. Throws it in front. And Arturi Lehkonen tried to clear it. Didn't make it out of the zone. Duchesne again. Fires it deep. Granlund behind the net. 64, not 63. Granlund turns and fires. That's blocked by Nelson. Gil McCarr gets to the loose puck. Again, can't clear. Kept in by Dallas. Puck along the dasher board, but nobody in the far corner except for Devon Taves. He'll take over with 25 seconds to go in the first period. McCarr behind the net of Blackwood. Maybe one last charge here to try and get one before the period's done. Lindgren across the blue line. Leads it for Natchez in his skates. Dadonov takes it away. Pinching is Josh Manson. Puck barely came across the blue line. Avalanche are offside with 12.1 seconds to go in the first period. In a scoreless game one. Seconds closer to the intermission report. KJ producing, Raj hosting. We'll have scores and highlights from the Stanley Cup Playoffs and the world of sports. And we'll hear from an Avalanche forward. We'll tell you who yet. This is sent wide of Mackenzie Blackwood. Icing on Dallas with 5 seconds before the break. Avs are going to choose the left side circle from the point of view of Jake Ottinger, who's the youngest of the 16 playoff goaltenders this year. Just still 25 years old, Ottinger. He's gone 10-9 in the last 2 playoff runs for the Dallas Stars. 2 Western Conference losses, Edmonton and Vegas. McKinnon wins it for Taves. One-timer McCarr, fake. Now he lets it go, blocked in front. McKinnon can't get to it, and period 1 is done. Shots finish 11-8 Avalanche. Score finishes 0-0. When we come back, as we mentioned, Raj and KJ will take over with the intermission report. Live from Buffalo Rose in Golden. We'll also hear from Avalanche forward Charlie Coyle. But after 20 minutes of play at American Airlines Center in Dallas, it's the Avalanche nothing and the Stars nothing. Thanks for listening tonight to the Stanley Cup Playoffs. This is the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Colorado Avalanche hockey.
Now McKinnon all the way over for Cale McCarr. Takes it back from McKinnon. He lets it go from Middlestat. Toward the net. Drouin!
That's a goal.
Goal!
Your Avalanche intermission report is next.
Tough, man.
On the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
At 9 News, our Weather Impact team prioritizes alerting you early and often when disruptive weather comes to Colorado. We explain when severe weather will hit, how it will directly affect your life, and deliver information that keeps you prepared. When we experience any weather that impacts or inconveniences you, we'll issue a Weather Impact Day. Be prepared and stay connected during severe weather with your 9 News Weather Impact team.
I got a nightmare phone call that no parent wants to receive.
Someone hit me going 60 miles an hour.
Dr. Ramos came highly recommended. When I showed him the x-rays, he immediately knew exactly what was wrong.
We've had a tremendous experience with Ramos Law. Really, I could not be happier.
Having the car accident was an accident. Finding Ramos Law was no accident.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. RamosLaw.com.
The only thing better than a cold, crisp, crushable beer? One that's certified carbon neutral, baby. Meet Mountain Time, the beer that makes it easy to look good, feel good, and do good for the planet. That's what we in the biz call a win-win-win. Plus, it's made by New Belgium, right here in our backyard. So I guess that's a win-win-win-win. So cheers to that. Mountain Time Lager, a proud partner of the Colorado Avalanche. And people who like to win-win-win-win while drinking a cold one.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers.
It's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Colorado. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. T&Cs apply.
Weather is one thing you want to know before you start your day. I'm meteorologist Chris Bianchi. My weather impact forecasts look ahead to any potential weather impact days from your community to across Colorado. Start your day with 9 News Mornings. Weekdays beginning at 4:30 a.m.
That's it, man. That's it, man. No more. No more.
Colorado Avalanche hockey.
I like our start, boys. I love our start.
This is your Avalanche Intermission Report.
Sharp physically, sharp mentally. We are going to have success.
Avalanche Intermission on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Welcome to your Colorado Avalanche Game 1 Intermission Report live from Buffalo Rose here in historic downtown Golden, Colorado, courtesy of our friends at Bud Light. Through one period of play, the Dallas Stars and your Colorado Avalanche are tied at a score of 0-0. Shots on goal in the first period for Colorado, 11-8 for the Stars. Face-off percentages, Colorado won 62% of the draws, 13 of 21. Dallas won just 8 face-offs in that first period. Both teams 0 on the power play. Colorado kills off the one Josh Manson penalty, but they fail to score on a 1 minute and 23-second 5-on-3. 3 shots on goal in that power play opportunity. No grade A's there. Jake Ottinger looking good and solid. Mackenzie Blackwood, some grade A saves on his side of the ice as well. Hits 17-7 in favor for the Avs. Blocked shots, 11 for Dallas, 7 for Colorado. Giveaways are 5 for the Avs and 4 for the Stars. Again, your penalties in the first period. Mason Marchment tripping Cale Makar at 4:02. Just 36 seconds later, Wyatt Johnson for the same infraction against the same player. And at the 7:49 mark, Josh Manson, 2-minute minor for holding against Matt Duchesne. Let's hear how this one went down. Mackenzie Blackwood had to be sharp early.
22 seconds to go in the power play. Lindell now for Tyler Seguin. He flips it in, and he gets there first. Behind the net, hit is thrown by the Avalanche. Taves couldn't clear the zone. Bouncing puck in the slot. One-timer save made by Blackwood. Rebound is there for Granlund. Ben lets it go. Save made by Blackwood again. Holy Mackenzie. Jamie Benn and Tyler Seguin with 2 glorious chances for the Dallas Stars. And Mackenzie Blackwood with an outstanding stop, and he was able to cover up the rebound.
Blackwood stops all 8 Stars shots that he sees in the first 20 minutes. In his NHL playoff debut, Mackenzie Blackwood, after 7 years in the league, his first playoff game here coming as a member of your Colorado Avalanche. Big-time saves, 3 of those 8 saves in the first period spotted as high danger saves according to moneypuck.com. The Avs got close only at 5-on-5. The 5-on-3, again, 3 shots on net, no grade A's there, but Val Nichushkin was on the doorstep and nearly made it 1-0.
1 minute and 48 seconds to go in the first period. Shots 10-8 Colorado, no score yet. Manson off the boards for Brock Nelson. Gets away from the Buchkin. Down the wall for Jonathan Drouin. Off the end wall for Val Nichushkin. Trying to turn away from traffic. Nichushkin off the boards. Back for Girard. He lets it go. Save made. Ottinger. Rebound was right there. Val Nichushkin hugged by Labushkin. That's fun.
That is your score through 20 minutes of play, 0-0 through one period in round 1, game 1 of the Western Conference quarterfinal between the Avs and the Stars. Avs faithful, the Stanley Cup Playoffs are streaming on Altitude Plus. Sign up now and get exclusive access to a 3-day free trial. Use the promo code ALT3FREE. That's the letters ALT, the number 3, and FREE. Code must be redeemed at altitudeplus.com. Offer subject to terms and conditions and ends on Thursday, April 24th. In our game, the Avs and Stars tied at 0-0 through 1. You're listening to the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Third-generation Colorado native Jeff Roten knows what the IBEW has given him. 35 years of safe work and good wages and benefits. He's met and worked with so many sisters and brothers who have become lifelong friends. Jeff has been enjoying his retirement the last 8 years, doing all the things we all dream about.
I'm Jeff Roten. I am the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW. Come join us.
Go online at IBEW68.com.
Over for McKinnon. He scores!
Playoff tickets are in high demand, and this is your chance to beat the crowd. Join our limited ticket priority list for exclusive access, last-minute game day tickets, and much more.
The car drive. He scores! All hail Kale!
Being built different means you're always one step ahead. Sign up now and stay on top of the game.
I got a nightmare phone call that no parent wants to receive.
Someone hit me going 60 miles an hour.
Dr. Ramos came highly recommended. When I showed him the x-rays, he immediately knew exactly what was wrong.
We've had a tremendous experience with Ramos Law. Really, I could not be happier.
Having the car accident was an accident. Finding Ramos Law was no accident.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. RamosLaw.com.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more Jew. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more Jew. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more Jew. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Avalanche intermission continues now on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Buffalo Rose here in historic downtown Golden, Colorado. $1 off all Bud Light pints every single playoff game here at the Buffalo Rose. You're listening to the Altitude Sports Radio Network. I'm your host this evening, Alex Ryan. You guys know me better as Raj from Between the Pipes, with Mark Springer sitting here to my left, and the morning sprint with Coach Mike Sanford on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 weekdays from 10 a.m. to noon. Make sure you guys tune in for a live Between the Pipes after the game tonight with myself and Spring. We're going to be everywhere. Listen live on the ASR Radio app, Altitude Sports Radio 92.5, smart speakers, or you can watch it on Twitch, on Twitter, or on YouTube. Just search at Altitude Sports Radio. Let's head back to American Airlines Center where Connor McGahee is standing by with Avs forward Charlie Coyle.
All right, Raj, joined downstairs by Charlie Coyle. Avs and Stars scoreless after one period of play. Charlie, I know you guys want to score in a 5-on-3, but do you feel like it really dictates the direction of the hockey game at this point?
It depends how you, you're feeling after and how you go about it. We are in those power plays, Kale making moves, and they got to haul him down. It's hard to contain a guy like that. So it's all good things, whether we score or not. Yeah, you want to score, but we had the opportunities there. We had the chances. No frustration. You just come back and play them hard 5-on-5.
Playoffs in every single year of your NHL career. Jared Bednar said earlier today he traded in every regular season for a playoff run. Do you feel the same way 13 years later?
Yeah, of course. It's what you train for. It's what you dream about, Stanley Cup playoffs. So to get the chance every year to have a chance, it's pretty special, and you want to take advantage of it. And I haven't done that fully yet. So, like I said, there's another chance to do it this year with a pretty good opportunity with a great team. And it's a long road, but it's a rewarding one when you do it the right way.
You mentioned you went to the finals in 2019. You didn't make it. There's some hunger there with you, Brock Nelson, Ryan Lindgren. And is it a good mix to have that hunger and then some guys who have actually been there before as well?
Yeah, you need it. You got to play hungry. Use any motivation you can, whether you were a game away from a Stanley Cup, whether you won it, whether you haven't even come close. You got to fuel yourself and the team as whatever you can and get that motivation to play and go out and do a job. And that's what we're trying to do today.
Charlie, great stuff as always. Thank you for the time and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
As Charlie Coyle, Avs and Stars is scoreless after one, Raj, as we send it back to you.
Charlie Connor, thank you as always. Charlie Coyle, 4 of 5 in the faceoff dot, 80% 4 minutes of time on ice, 33 seconds coming on the power play at the end of the 5-on-3, 31 seconds of shorthanded time there for the newest Avs centerman coming over from the Boston Bruins. 121 games of playoff experience for Charlie Coyle. He played alongside Valeri Nichushkin as a pairing on the PK. It was followed by Parker Kelly and Logan O'Connor, and Joel Kiviranta and Jack Drury. Those are your three killing pairs for the Avs. Around the NHL, just one other game, the Winnipeg Jets and the St. Louis Blues. It ends up being 5-3, but Kyle Connor, a heart stopper at the end of regulation.
Pig wins the draw. Morrissey, left side point, along the boards now for Scheifele, twists off the boards, far side, shot, they score! Kyle Connor with his first of the playoffs, and Winnipeg has regained the lead. It's 4-3 for the Jets with 1:36 remaining in this third period. And Scheifele, what a pass to spot Connor, and a one-timer beats Bennington. And the Jets have taken the lead, and this place is on its ear.
5-3 is the final in Game 1 between the number 1 overall seeded Winnipeg Jets and the 8th seed St. Louis Blues. 3 goals on 17 shots for St. Louis. Winnipeg puts in 5 on 26. 4 of those coming against Jordan Bennington, the 5th being the empty netter at the end of that game. They rally late. Huge goal from Kyle Connor at the end of that one with just 1 minute and 36 seconds remaining in the contest. In the NBA, the Denver Nuggets come back after trailing by as many as 15 at home in Game 1 of their first round series against the LA Clippers. 112-110 is the final. Other finals around the NBA, the Pacers get a home win, 117-98 over the Bucks. Giannis drops 36 and 12 in that game, but Pascal Siakam continues to be a lethal player on both sides of the ball. 25 points and 7 rebounds there. The Knicks get a 123-112 win at home over the Detroit Pistons. Karl Anthony Towns, 23 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 steals. Currently underway, the Timberwolves lead the Lakers on the road after the first half, 59-48. Luka Doncic has 20 points in that matchup. Julius Randle, 6 points and 3 assists for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards, just 8 points on 3 of 9 shooting. LeBron James, 10 points, 1 rebound, and no assists. In our game, the Avs and the Dallas Stars tied at 0. Live from the Buffalo Rose here in scenic Golden, Colorado, thanks to our friends at Bud Light. Puck drop in the second period is coming up next, live from Dallas, Texas, with Connor McGahey. You're listening to the exclusive home of Avs playoff hockey. This is the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
The Stanley Cup Playoffs Bracket Challenge is back.
Oh, yeah, baby!
And now it's time to take your shot. Face off against family and friends. And see if you can predict this year's playoffs.
McDavid shoots and scores!
Can you pick the perfect bracket and claim the ultimate prize? A trip to a 2025-26 NHL event. Sign up today for a chance to win exclusive prizes at nhl.com/bracket.
For a true taste of the Midwest, I hope you'll come see us at Wally's Wisconsin Tavern. Hi, this is Francisco. Let's talk comfort food. We do a fish fry every day of the week. We have house-made sausages, and we're known for our fantastic cheese curds, the best on this side of the lake. You'll feel right at home in our friendly, comfortable atmosphere. Come join us for lunch, supper, or a late-night snack. You don't have to be from the Midwest. All you have to be is here at Wally's Wisconsin Tavern.
Close to Ball Arena on 14th and Market.
This is Todd Frayton's heart. He's begun his wellness journey. This is its sound on a treadmill, at a slight incline, on a stroll through the forest. And this is the heart of Maria Sanchez, his physician. What's it doing here? A lot, actually, because when we partner with you, we don't just offer a strategic plan and status updates. We put our hearts into it, beat for beat. We call it the power of we. Intermountain Health.
Avs faithful, aluminum is the MVP of recycling. Every time you choose aluminum, you're scoring big for sustainability. Like a top shelf slapper or a game-winning breakaway, choosing aluminum makes an impact. Whether you're cheering from the stands or enjoying a cold drink during the game, remember that aluminum is your MVP to building a sustainable future. All in for the Avs. All in for aluminum. Ball all in. Colorado Avalanche hockey.
Keep hammering pucks, boys. Keep hammering pucks.
It's time for the second period.
You get opportunity, shoot. Be ready to shoot and unload it. Get your body around it on your forehand.
Here's the voice of the Avalanche, Connor McGahey, on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Start of the second period, American Airlines Center in Dallas. Shots finish 11 Avalanche after 20 minutes. No goals. However, both goaltenders with some rather large saves. Colorado winning 62% of the draws back in the first period. 18 hits for the Avalanche and only 7 for the Dallas Stars. Dallas in hits and block shots towards the bottom of the NHL this season. We usually talk about missed shots. The Avalanche missed the net 7 times and went 0 for 2 on the power play, not scoring on a 5-on-3. Dallas had 1 power play opportunity. They did not score on it. 3 shots, however. Ottinger had to make 7 saves on 7 Avalanche shots on the man advantage. Blackwood occupying the net to our right. That's where the Avalanche will begin the second period, going right to left in white, burgundy, and blue. The Dallas Stars, green, black, and white, the opposite direction. Benn versus McKinnon at center ice for the faceoff. Benn, 3 goals in the 2020 series versus the Avalanche and 2 in the 6 games last season. McKinnon, 2 goals away from being the 9th fastest player in NHL history to 50 playoff goals. He wins the draw here, back for Cale Makar. 2nd most points per game by a defenseman in the postseason in NHL history. Slings it ahead for Nathan McKinnon off his backhand. Ceci will send it all the way out. And now it's Marty Necas, picks it up 2-on-2 to the Stars line. Swings wide right, lets the shot go and misses. Sticks on an Ottinger. Taves pinches down the wall. McKinnon trying to dig it loose. There with Lehkonen. Comes out to the neutral zone. Rantanen overskated it. Brought back in and then launched into the possession of Cale Makar. Right at center ice. Necas up the middle. Now for Artturi Lehkonen at the dot. He lets it go. Short side save made by Jay Ottinger. Necas has the rebound. Up top. Devon Taves. He's got a lane. Taves lets it go. Save made by Ottinger. As McKinnon was in front trying to provide a screen. Ottinger able to see around it, and he'll hang on. 46 seconds into the second period. Math is hard. Shots now 12-8 Avalanche. No score yet. Nelson's line featuring Jonathan Drouin and Val Nichushkin out there. Drouin's last game was April 2nd in Chicago. But his last points were March 27th. Goal and an assist versus the LA Kings. Faceoff is won by the Avalanche, but it's back in their own zone. And now Manson will get to the red line and dump it in. Ottinger came out to play it off the toe of his blade. Lyubushkin will slap it off the body, and that goes into the stands. 59 seconds gone in the second period, and a youngster will go home tonight in Dallas with a souvenir frozen vulcanized rubber disc. It went to a gentleman in an unfortunate man bun, but he did the right thing and gave it to the young kid sitting next to him. So he gets the points taken away from him for the haircut back for giving the extra part to the youngster. And totally redeem yourself. Harley off the boards. Stars try a cross-country pass and get in the way of that. Duchesne for Seguin. This is a tough line for the Avalanche to defend. Marchman in there as well. Lindgren off the boards. Manson, now Lindgren into the path of Val Nichushkin. And this should have been offside on the Avalanche, but Stars bring it back the other way. Seguin for Marchman through his skates. Let the shot go anyhow. Blocked in front by Josh Manson, and he'll move ahead. We'll try that again. Now Nichushkin with the puck to the point. As we're changing, Stars took it away, but they couldn't sling it ahead for the breakaway. Lyubushkin across the blue line. The Donov will backhand it deep. Sam Girard looks over his shoulder, and now Kiviranta trying to get it up and out, can't. Thrown back in by the Stars, gloved by Blackwood, and he'll hang on. 18:07 to go in our second period. No score here in game number 1. First NHL playoff game for Mackenzie Blackwood. His last playoff action back in 2018 with the Adirondack Thunder in the East Coast Hockey League. First time he's actually ever played Dallas, regular season or obviously postseason, with the Avs. Roope Hintz is asked to leave the faceoff circle, so Granlund will come in and try his hand. 52 games with San Jose this year, 31 with the Dallas Stars. This is his 60th playoff game for Mikael Granlund. Wins the draw. Ross Colton gets there first. Can he clear the zone? No, it's right at the blue line, and Bischel tried to keep it in. It went off either the knee or the ankle of Roope Hintz, who's in a good degree of pain, leaning over the Stars bench, and the door has to be open for him. He can't put any weight on that right leg. That was friendly fire from Dallas as Bischel blasted it in, and it hit Roope Hintz, still leaning on the Stars bench. 18:03 to go in the second period. Faceoff is again in the Avalanche zone, and again the centerman who is designated to take it for Dallas is kicked out. Granlund this time. Faceoff won by the Avs. Eric Johnson will launch it through the neutral zone. Bouncing puck, Kiviranta. Able to stay onside, leaves it for Ross Colton, turns and centers it. Blocked by Mikko Rantanen. It falls back for Ross Colton. Stick handling below the goal line. Colton throws it in front, and it was saved by Ottinger. He gloved it down, and then it's cleared by Dallas back to the neutral zone. Nice set of skill there from Ross Colton. Sam Girard for Eric Johnson out through center ice. Kiviranta, career year for him. Forward for Colton, golfed in just off the back of the cage. Ottinger, now Mikko Rantanen down the right flank. Again crunched this time by Ryan Lindgren. Manson below the goal line. Avs track back very well here. Parker Kelly to the red line trying to dump it in. He succeeds. Ottinger out to play it one more time. O'Connor stole it away. Drury lets it go. That's off a leg and wide. O'Connor with the loose change, trying to spin back, pinched up against the boards. And now it's Kelly who escapes to the point. Rolling puck snuffed out by Mikko Rantanen. Nice hit thrown by Josh Manson to prevent Mikko from squeezing through the neutral zone and down into the Avalanche end. CC gloves it down to himself. Hacked away by Parker Kelly. And he'll poke it down the near side boards with one hand. The Avalanche will change with Lindell in possession of the puck. Off the glass, gloved down by Necas. Necas hands it off for Drury. Drury a shot again. Friendly fire. It hit the back of Marty Necas. Ceci beaten to the puck by Arturi Lehkonen. No goals in his last 16 games, but he loves to play in the playoffs. Cale Makar with the puck. Leans into Sam Steele and escapes. Goodness me, Cale Makar. Now Taves. Outlets it for Necas across the Stars line. Necas now for Nathan McKinnon. McKinnon cuts to the middle. What's a shot? Goes save made by Ottinger. Ottinger dialed in, as he tends to be. 4-2 versus the Avalanche in the playoffs. McKinnon trying to fix that all the way over. Makar misses high and wide as that goes into the screen. Cale Makar has had a couple great chances in this hockey game. Makar himself has missed the net 3 times on good opportunities. This faceoff will remain in the Dallas end. 16:07 to go in the second period. Shots are 12-8. Colorado, no score yet. Again, that changes by the millisecond. The shots do. Makar, we mentioned, 1.11 points per game. Only person better in NHL history, Bobby Orr, at 1.24 points per game in the postseason. McKinnon wins the draw, back for Eric Johnson, holding, shooting towards the net. Ottinger never saw it, but it sailed wide. Girard taps it back through neutral ice. Necas will glide it for Eric Johnson from the Stars bench. Ahead now for Lehkonen. Tips it below the goal line. Nebuchadnezzar's going to get there first. Off the near boards, Mikko Rantanen reels it in. Hassled by Sam Girard. Stars turn it over, but it hops over the stick of Necas. And instead of a chance for Dallas, it's going to be icing on the home team with 15:45 to go in period 2 in a scoreless game 1 of round 1. Tune in for a live Between the Pipes after the game with Raj and Spring. They're everywhere. Listen live on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5, your smart speakers, or as many of you are right now, the ASR app, or you can watch on Twitch, X, or YouTube. Faceoff won by Dallas. Drouin trying to track it down. Harley up and out. And now Ben will flip it for Mikko Rantanen, turned the other way by the Avalanche. Reaching is Nichushkin. Can't get there. Harley down the boards. Backhands it all the way around for Rantanen. Far side corner. Rantanen steps aside Drouin. Rantanen still with the puck behind the net. Lost it, went right to Ben, who returns it to Rantanen. Hops over his stick. Harley will pinch. Cale Makar, his Team Canada teammate, hacks it free. Brock Nelson backwards, but it goes right to the Stars. Here's a chance. Shot is just off of Mackenzie Blackwood and wide. Johnston steals it away. Cale Makar keeps him at bay. Taves off the glass, kept in again. Blocked. Colorado has to work to get it out here. Johnson has it one more time. Nelson throws the hit. That frees it up for Taves. Oh, it's just post around him for Ben. Ben dispossessed by Taves. He had to make that play. As a scrum starts behind the Avalanche net, Rantanen pulls it out of the pile. Rantanen turns and fires it back behind the net. Taves is there off the heel of his stick, back up the wall. Makar trying to one-hand it out of the zone, and he does. Outstanding play made by Cale Makar as the Avalanche desperately need to make some changes. This is tipped by Marchment. Taves still out there. Again, the long change here in the second period. Avs need puck possession here. Nelson can't get to it. Marchment with it below the goal line. Lindgren throws a hit. Sagan up top. Snapshot towards the net. Deflected wide. Blackwood tied up against his right post. Is able to make the save. In late comes Mason Marchment to poke at Mackenzie Blackwood, and we've described him this way before. Many NHL players have said Mason Marchment is unsavory. Unnecessary poke at Blackwood after he made the save that time. He had it covered up, and then afterwards he spears Mackenzie Blackwood in the blocker. And he paid the price. He got thrown up against the glass. As Matt Duchene slew-footed Brock Nelson in front, too. Boy, tough sequence there, but at least the Avalanche get a stoppage in play and can make some changes. 14-19 to go in the second period in Dallas. No score. Avs and Stars here in game one. Face-off won by Coyle. Josh Manson off the glass through the neutral zone. Gloved down by Ross Colton. Nice play. Now, Charlie Coyle leaves it for Colton. At the dot, lets it go. Fought up by Ottinger. Colton has his own rebound. This line arguably has been the most dangerous for the Avalanche. Manson off the boards. No forward is there. Duchene picks it up, and he's warded aside by Coyle. Avs lob it through the neutral zone. Ross Colton blew a tire. That allows Bischel to pick it up. Back in his own end. Bischel launches it ahead for Granlund down low. Cut off by Logan O'Connor. And he's running the boards by Rope Hintz. I think this is going to be delay a game of the Avalanche. While we decide that, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. Brought to you by Bert Simpson across the vast Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Sagan lost it to Scheifele. Scheifele with 2-on-1. Scheifele scores!
Sirius XM NHL Network Radio.
Well, it is the most ridiculous penalty of in all of hockey. Delay of game on Ryan Lindgren for puck out of play. Power play for the Stars when we come back. 13:42 to go in the second. No score in game one. This is the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Find your new getaway today. Get in the winner's zone at Century Casino and Hotel in Central City. New members can score up to $100 in free play automatically on their first day. Plus, eat free with $20 in food value. Just earn point targets on your free winner's zone card while you play to get your rewards. Get your first $5 at just 10 points. New members only. Must be age 21 or over with valid ID. Get away today to Century Casino and Hotel. Take I-70 to exit 243 to the Central City Parkway. Welcome to the winner's zone. If you believe you have a gambling problem, please call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. Sound the horn.
Avs faithful. Game's over. With every breakaway, every assist, every amazing save, the Avs leave it all on the ice. Now it's your turn to close out strong. When you recycle your aluminum cans, you score big for sustainability. Let's celebrate together and go all in for a sustainable future. All in for the Avs. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
Hey, it's Francisco from Rhinehouse, and let's get this straight. It takes balls to play bocce.
That's because bocce is lawn bowling.
Right.
Okay.
At Rhinehouse, we're all about the fun of bocce and great German-style food, and I've got the wieners to prove it.
Hang on. You mean sausages?
Right again.
Oh, boy.
All your favorite German delights here at Rhinehouse.
I do love those huge pretzels.
Let me cook something up for you.
Rhinehouse, close to Ball Arena on 14th and Market.
Mile High Playoff Hockey, the Avs and Stars on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
13:42 to go in the second period in Dallas. No score. Avalanche and Stars. Dallas going on the power play. Most ridiculous penalty probably in all of sports. Puck over glass for delay of game turns out to be a power play. Same benefit awarded for a trip or a slash from the state to go over the boards. Face-off won by Dallas. 0 for 1 in the power play so far in this hockey game. Shot on target. Stick save made by Blackwood. Towards the net out in front. That's blocked by Devon Taves. Here comes Cale Makar shorthanded. He's got Kivi Ronta with him. Cale Makar near side circle. Turns and fires. Shot is blocked. Makar keeps it low in the zone. Makar still with it. Good job by Cale Makar to waste some valuable time. 23 seconds gone in this Stars power play. 13:13 to go in the second period. American Airlines Center in Dallas. Brought back in. Duchesne off the boards. Harley walking the blue line, the deep slot. Tosses it aside for Duchesne. Now Harley. Back for Duchesne. Down low. Wyatt Johnson. Pot in the circle. Shadowed by Devon Taves. Harley up top. Duchesne down low all alone. Johnston in front. Oh, what a save made by Blackwood, and the Avalanche clear it down ice. Inconceivable. Mackenzie Blackwood has had 2 7-bell saves on the power play in this hockey game, and he stones Wyatt Johnson right there. Stars bring it back in. Hacked aside. Puck goes across center ice. Deflected by Logan O'Connor away from Matt Duchesne. 48 seconds to go in the power play. Avs and Stars with those switch. Rantanen off the boards. Gathers it in. Throws on the brakes. Back up top. Curling is Harley towards the net. Tip save made by Blackwood right at the middle of the ice. And pushing it forward is Nichushkin. Short-handed, wide right. Nichushkin a shot. That's deflected high over the shoulder of Blackwood. Falls for Sam Girard. Again, he launches it towards the net. Harley will collect it with 25 seconds to go in the Stars' man advantage. Stretch pass. Girard cuts it off away from Marchment. And Girard will just dump it into the Stars zone with 14 seconds to go in Lindgren's puck over glass delay of game minor. Really rolls off the tongue. In between the circles, stretch pass now for Granlund across center ice into the Avalanche zone. Taves pokes it aside. Taves just so good defensively. Coyle will clear. Lindgren out of the penalty box. He's got the puck. Lindgren holding, and he's hauled down. Parker Kelly able to get to the loose puck. Jake Frank staring right at it. And now Lindgren pushed into the boards. Parker Kelly has the puck underneath him. He's hacked at by Marchment. Boy, wants someone to dislike. He's a good candidate. Marchment below the goal line. Not a compliment either. Nate's just trying to track it down. Throws a hit on Lindell. Puck not out of the zone. Brought back in. Backhander is just wide of Ottinger's stick side by Eric Johnson. Another turnover. Heiskanen over for McKinnon. Stolen by the Stars. Stretch pass now for Seguin. Stolen by Cale Makar. He's held. Avalanche have had an argument for about 3 or 4 penalties in the last 2 shifts. Eric Johnson up and out. Heiskanen is tripped. Bork the other way. Shot save made by Blackwood again. Bork his own rebound behind the net. Avs are swimming here a little bit. Ceci holding, shooting. Save made. Blackwood. Rebound is there. Steele with it. Save made. Rebound again. Blackwood another stop as he got to his left. Mackenzie Blackwood is a maniac. Puck is free. Avs have it. Natchez into the path of Nathan McKinnon across center ice. McKinnon into the Star zone. Hands it off. Heiskanen a shot. Save made. Ottinger. Rebound is there. They score! We're up all night to get lucky. Charging towards the net. Arturi Heiskanen has it bounce off his entire body. And with 10:30 to go in the second period, the Avalanche strike first against the Stars. What an incredible sequence. Saves at one end of the ice. And then the shot was taken as Heiskanen ran into Maverick Bork. And it just ricocheted off of Heiskanen and Bork and over the right shoulder of Ottinger and in. The initial shot came. Heiskanen was hauled down by Bork. And I don't know what they went off of, but the extra effort from Arturi Heiskanen cashes in for the Avalanche. His 24th career playoff goal. And they're looking at this for reasons unknown. For some odd reason. I mean, if anything, it's a penalty on Maverick Bork. It's not a kicking motion. It's not a glove. It's not a distinct intentional kicking motion. He went to play the puck, and it goes off the skate laces Laces out, Dan. And over the right shoulder of Jake Ottinger. This is a good goal. You can't overthink it. It was a quick look at it, and it should be confirmed that Arturi Lehkonen has his 24th career postseason goal. I think we'll hear from Jake Frank, or maybe not. Nope, Kelly Sutherland. Here you go.
After video review, it's determined there was no kicking motion. It's a legal goal on the ice.
Yep.
The call on the ice stands.
I told you. Arturi Lehkonen. Clutch goals. And his drought is over. Finished the regular season, no goals in 16. And he has the first goal in game 1. Near side boards. Brock Nelson backwards for Josh Manson. Now Manson and Nelson both work it loose. Forecheck here from Dallas. Manson does the extra to get it to Jonathan Drouin. Stretch pass near side for Sam Girard. He'll wind it all the way around. Down to Nichushkin on his backhand and forehand. Nichushkin held up. Puck comes free. Boy, no penalty there. Frank staring right at it. He's had a tough start to game 1. Offside here on the Stars. And we will take a timeout. 9:54 to go in the second period in Dallas. Arturi Lehkonen from Nathan MacKinnon as the Avalanche up 1-0. You're listening to the Stanley Cup Playoffs on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
D-Mac.
What's up, Avs Nation? It is D-Mac from Columbus, Hastings and D-Mac. We're on from noon to 3, Monday through Friday. Cannot wait to talk to you about this game, Game 1, and preview Game 2. That is noon to 3 on Monday. So get ready for great Avs action right now and Monday as well on PhD on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hear the game tonight. React with us all day Monday on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Style or substance? Somehow it became one or the other when choosing a truck. But there is another choice, not stopping until you have everything. That's GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Well-qualified buyers get 0.9% APR on 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer today. Length of contract limited. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 4/30/25.
Over for MacKinnon. He scores!
Playoff tickets are in high demand, and this is your chance to beat the crowd. Join our limited ticket priority list for exclusive access, last-minute game day tickets, and much more.
Car drive. He scores! All hail Kale!
Being built different means you're always one step ahead. Sign up now and stay on top of the game.
The Stanley Cup Playoffs, Colorado and Dallas on the Altitude Sport.
In Dallas, the Avalanche, courtesy of Arturi Lehkonen, have a 1-0 lead over the Stars. Nathan MacKinnon and Marty Necas get the assists. Face off of the neutral. Got a shot out of it. Stick save made by Ottinger, and he'll hang on to it 9 minutes and 30 seconds to go in our second period. Avalanche 1 and the Stars nothing. Tonight's Avalanche game is brought to you by Intermountain Healthcare, helping people live the healthiest lives possible. Face off to the left of Ottinger, left side of the ice here in the second period. Catapulted to center ice, knocked down by Seguin. Trash is collected by Marchment. Wings it around Taves. Taves stays with him, pokes it free. Now MacKinnon throws the hit. Puck is loose behind the net. Seguin out in front, but it goes right to Lehkonen. Jailbreak for the Avalanche. 4-on-2. Lehkonen with it. To his right, Nathan MacKinnon. Underneath MacKinnon. Backdoor for Taves. He lets it go. Ottinger got a piece of it and made the stop. Smart play by MacKinnon. Out to center ice. Duchesne able to get the extra bounce. Duchesne wrap around, and it rolled on him. Taves claps it off the boards. Through the neutral zone. Cut off by Lehkonen. Forced back in by Dallas. 8:49 to go in the second period. Avalanche out shooting the Stars 16-15. They lead 1-0. Stretch pass for Parker Kelly. One hands it down the boards into the corner. Logan O'Connor is there. Bourne in Missouri City, Texas, and was playing professionally here. Now owns a suit shop. Easy for me to say. Shot from Jack Drury from one knee. That goes off a kneecap into the screen. 8:26 to go in our second period. Avalanche 1 and the Stars nothing. Jared Bednar will send out the top line again. Lehkonen, Nathan MacKinnon, and Marty Necas. Granlund will take the draw for Dallas. And he wins it. Backwards now for Harley. And the trapezoid behind the Avalanche net. Waited too long. Stolen by Arturi Lehkonen. He's held. Kelly Sutherland again was trying to get out of the way and missed the call. Goodness gracious me. You'd think he'd know better. Granlund pokes it ahead off the skate of Eric Johnson. Now Sam Girard in the end boards. Puck is free. MacKinnon to help out. Ahead for Necas. Necas on the money for EJ across center ice. He'll backhand it around. Ottinger will slow it up behind the Avalanche net. Now through the neutral zone. 7:50 to go in the second period. Hansen with it. Bottom of the circle. Now through neutral ice. Drouin underneath. Now is broken up for a moment. Manson able to get it back. Brock Nelson just trying to get it across the Stars line. Does. Momentary steal. Bumped by Lindgren. Nice hit thrown by Lindgren again. Nichushkin works it loose. Held by Bork. And now it's arced in by Oscar Beck. Manson backhands it along the near side boards. Girard past Nichushkin. Outstretched is Brock Nelson. Turned the other way by Dallas. Sam Steele lets it go. Deflected save made by Blackwood again. And he'll cover it up with 7:10 to go in the second period here in Dallas. Again, Lehkonen is 24th career postseason goal as the Avalanche up 1-0. 4 of those have clinched series, which is the most amongst active skaters, and 7 have been game winners. Face off to the right of Blackwood. Coyle will take it. Wins it again. Cale Makar. Up but not out. Settled down by Benn. He's bumped by Coyle. Kiviranta and Coyle work it out through neutral ice. It's Colton off the wall. Kiviranta can't get around the large frame of Bichel. Rantanen has it stolen by Coyle. Bichel there to assist. Hacked out of midair. Now Coyle curls it for Kiviranta, far circle. Lets it go. Save made by Ottinger. Puck was right behind him. Didn't know where it was. It was innocent enough coming from UL Kiviranta. But Ottinger, who is going from left to right, made the save against the grain with his right shoulder, and it fell towards his left elbow. He's able to cover it up with Petrovic right there to assist. But that was an awkward save made by Ottinger, and trust me, I know awkward. Face off to the left of Ottinger. MacKinnon kind of wins it. Lehkonen back for Cale Makar. Walking the blue line. Lets it go. Misses the net. Out in front. Avalanche can't get to it. Kick to the wall. Lehkonen blasts it back below the goal line. MacKinnon. Up top, Sagan takes it away, but Lehkonen got it back for a moment. Stars intervene, and it's glided down ice with 6:27 to go in the second period. Lehkonen through the neutral zone, and now it's a 2-on-1. Necas with MacKinnon. Necas holding over for MacKinnon. Read by the Stars. They overskated again. This is going to be offside on Duchesne if he doesn't tag up. He does. In the meantime, Taves now for Cale Makar. Up the middle of the ice, Makar far circle. His shot again is blocked, this time by Lundell. Makar has it back. Near side boards. MacKinnon doesn't go to it. Marchman picks it up. Cruises into the Avalanche zone. Checked aside, and Makar is back to steal it away. Marchman stole it back. Dadonov centers it off a leg, bouncing in front. Falls for Parker Kelly. He's just got to get it across the blue line, and does, as Labushkin turns it back in with Rope Hintz. Stars were changing. The bench door is about 5 yards into the zone. Lundell had not made it off yet. Stars are off, And we are off for just a moment as we take a timeout. 5:42 to go in the second in Dallas. Avs 1, Stars nothing. These are the Stanley Cup playoffs on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Over for McKinnon. He scores!
Playoff tickets are in high demand, and this is your chance to beat the crowd. Join our limited ticket priority list for exclusive access, last-minute game day tickets, and much more.
The Cara drive. He scores! All hail Kale!
Being built different means you're always one step ahead. Sign up now and stay on top of the game.
Style or substance? Somehow it became one or the other when choosing a truck. But there is another choice, not stopping until you have everything. That's GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Well-qualified buyers get 0.9% APR on 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer today. Length of contract limited. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 4/30/25.
Mary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Colorado. T&Cs apply.
Mile High Playoff Hockey. The Avs and Stars on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Avalanche have a 1-0 lead over the Stars with engineer extraordinaire Bill Geiger. KJ Granderson back in our NHL Tonight studios. Alex Ryan-Emmy is at Buffalo Rose in Golden. I'm Connor McGahey. It's our pleasure to bring you the Stanley Cup playoffs on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. Pass off the faceoff win from Manson to Parker Kelly misses, and so the Avalanche are guilty of icing with 5:36 to go in the second period, leading by 1. So they have to keep Drury, Kelly, and O'Connor out there. Lindgren and Manson for the Avs. Left side of I almost said Ottinger. Blackwood, right side of the ice here in the second period. Avs win the draw. O'Connor in between his legs, leaves it for Parker Kelly, wound in by Ottinger. Bischel up and out into the skates of Jamie Benn. Now trying to get above the puck. Johnston plays it off the boards. Now it's deep in the zone. Lindgren the first back. Kelly ahead for O'Connor. Can't clear it at first. Got in Benn's way. And the second attempt is... well, just let Creed play. Why not? You can just pot it up, Bill. Works for me. All right. That's what you're going to get. Because I said so. Face-off won by the Avalanche. All right. The crowd finally did something what? Finally did something right. Here come the Stars. 2-on-1 to Donov. Stretch pass. Tried to backhand it in front. Never got a shot away. Cale Makar was there. All tangled up behind the net. McKinnon was there. Natchez steals it away. Near side for Lehkonen. Backs across the blue line. Natchez works it down the near boards. We have a whistle. McKinnon has lost his stick and a glove. And this is behind the play. It's behind the net of Blackwood. He's skating towards the Avalanche bench with Kelly Sutherland. I'm not sure we're going to get a penalty. This all came after Cale Makar tracked back to break up the chance. Oh, McKinnon took a high stick from Roope Hintz. Absolutely. Yeah, Hintz's stick took Nathan McKinnon in the right cheek. So this is definitely going to be a high sticking call on the Dallas Stars. And the Avalanche, for the third time, there is blood underneath the nose of Nathan McKinnon. Goes from the upper lip down to the lower lip. And they're still talking about it, but there's no doubt here that this was the stick of Roope Hintz into the face of Nathan McKinnon. Should be a 4-minute minor. Let's see if that's confirmed with referee Kelly Sutherland, or are they going to look at it? Goodness me. Can't go 5 minutes without them looking at something. Jake Frank, Kelly Sutherland, the referees tonight. Kyle Flemington.
Australia number 24 has a double minor. 4 minutes for high sticking.
Yeah. Yeah, McKinnon bleeding pretty good. Yeah, that was a no-brainer as the puck was underneath the skates of McKinnon, and Roope Hintz had it right up the right arm and then hit McKinnon from the right cheek and then to the upper lip. So the Avalanche are going to get a double minor and a power play with 4:40 to go in the second period. Already up 1-0 on the Stars. Here's Kelly Sutherland.
The call on the ice is confirmed. Dallas number 24 has a double minor for high sticking.
Again, you can boo all you want. That's about as easy as it gets. Sometimes you just have to accept it. Replay and show that it was not friendly fire. Nothing caused Hintz's stick to get up that high. So he'll sit for 4, and the Avalanche will have a 4-minute power play powering any other infractions with 4:40 to go in the second period. Out shooting the Stars 17-16 and leading 1-0. A goal from Arturi Lekin. Face off left side of the ice, left side of Ottinger. Top power play unit features Makar, Necas, McKinnon, Nichushkin, and Jonathan Drouin. There's a discussion going on at the Avalanche bench. They're saying that I don't think McKinnon can start this power play because he was the injured party in the last sequence. So Charlie Coyle will hop off as he's the centerman for power play 2 to be a part of power play 1. Face-off won by the Stars. Ottinger turns to the side. Dallas off the glass underneath the stick of Necas and back to the Avalanche line. 4.5 to go in the second period. Double minor power play just underway for Colorado. Necas now for Nathan McKinnon. He's hopped back on the ice, trying to turn through the middle, and now Necas returns it to McKinnon. Near side hash marks. McKinnon up top for Nichushkin, working the point, hands it off for Cale Makar. Far side now at the half wall, it's Jonathan Drouin. Drouin back for Makar, walking, returns it to Drouin. Down low for Nichushkin off the end wall. Val has it back underneath for McKinnon. Up top for the right-handed Cale Makar. Now it's Drouin holding at the far dot. Makar again in space. Near side McKinnon. Hands on the perimeter. Necas back for McKinnon. Can't get it to Val. Makar again. Holding at the deep slot. Now Nathan McKinnon moves to the slot. It's the bumper for Nichushkin. Got underneath it and missed. Makar has it back. All the way through. Necas tried the back door for Jonathan Drouin. Read by Esa Lindell. Avs keep it alive. Makar shot off the end wall. Avs trying to get there. Stars actually did, but they gave it right back to Nathan McKinnon between the legs for Nichushkin. All the way over for Drouin. Now Cale Makar creeping in. Makar hands it off for McKinnon. McKinnon lets a shot go. He scores! The Mac attack is back, Jack. The 5th most playoff goals among active players. Now has 49. And with 3:22 to go in the second period, the Avalanche score on the front half of a double minor. It's off the elbow of Lyubushkin past Ottinger, and Nathan McKinnon has 2 points in the second period. Colorado leads 2-0. They needed to change up the flow. McKinnon decided to shoot the puck. It deflects off Lyubushkin, goes underneath the glove of Ottinger. That's the good news. The better news is the Avs remain on the power play because that came with 2:24 to go in the double minor. Face-off is won by Coyle, but Oscar Beck will get there first and chop it back into the Avalanche zone. So that's McKinnon's first of the postseason. Set up Arturi Lekkinen for his first. Lekkinen now for Brock Nelson. Trying to get it deep. He's held up against the near side boards as both teams try and dig it out with 3 minutes to go in the second period. Taves, fan on the pass. He goes right to Granlund. Here he comes short-handed off the near side boards back. Crunched by Devon Taves. Nelson trying to force it loose. He does. And has to go backwards with 1:25 to go in the power play. Second unit out there. Taves will slow it up behind his own net. Draws in Maverick Bork and gets it through center and Arturi Lekkinen. Backwards now for Nelson. Sneaking down the near flank. Lekkinen leaves it on the boards for Coyle. Coyle turns and gets it up high for Devon Taves. Walking the blue line Taves. Returns it to Coyle. Top of the circle. Coyle tried the bumper again. That's read by Bork. He'll clear. First unit will come back on. 55 seconds to go in the power play. Can the Avalanche strike again to make it a 3-0 lead? Makar near side circle off the boards. Necas with it at the center circle. Down the middle now swings wide right. Necas below the goal line behind the net. All the way around to the half wall of McKinnon. Up top for McCarr. He's got to slap it off the boards to keep it alive. McKinnon got tangled up. And dig it out of the pile. Natchez for McKinnon. And that's forced free by Lyubushkin. Cleared by Dallas. And played right into the trap there. Still another chance with 25 seconds to go in the power play. McCarr flips it for McKinnon. Slingshot pass McKinnon across the blue line. Now center ice McKinnon. Offside. Avs have to tag up and they give possession right to Dallas. Stretch pass. McCarr took it away. Off his stick. Wide open in front. Stars have a chance. Save made by Blackwood again, this time on Steele. Counterattack. Here comes Drouin. Down the middle of the ice. Drop pass for McKinnon. Holding. McKinnon, a shot misses wide. Drouin now for Natchez. Up top for Sam Girard. Power play is over. Avs still have the puck in the Dallas zone. Back to the point. Nichushkin had it blocked. Drouin will pick it up. He'll slam it deep. 1:08 to go in the second period. So the Avs get 1 instead of 2 on the double minor. So they lead 2-0. But again, a shorthanded stop there made by Mackenzie Blackwood. And he's had some major saves. As Parker Kelly down the boards. Slowed up for a moment. Lyubushkin has it back. Kicked free by Drury, but it's Jamie Benn who steals it away. Gave it right back to Sam Girard. Up the middle of the ice. Right to Lyubushkin. Series of turnovers as Eric Johnson steps up to take it away from Dallas. Big hit thrown by Logan O'Connor on Wyatt Johnston. And that's a candidate for our Lipton Hard Iced Tea hard hit of the game. Here come the Avalanche the other way. Stars get there. They try and clear it. Goes off the linesman. Hit him twice. Avs still have a man deep in the zone. Then O'Connor is run over by Mason Marchment when he wasn't looking. Goodness me, that's a dirty hit by Marchment. Now Marchment gets a stretch pass, hands it off. Tracking back is Coyle, and he'll send it down ice. No icing on the Avalanche with 8 seconds to go in the second period. Petrovic behind his own net. Monitored by Coyle. 2 seconds, 1. Period 2 is through. Lehkonen opened the scoring at 9:30 from McKinnon and Natchez, and then McKinnon would score on the power play from Cale Douglas McCarr and Jonathan Drouin at 16:38 to make it 2-0 Avalanche after 2 here in Game 1. When we come back, Alex Ryan-Amon will take over at Buffalo Rose in Golden for the Intermission Report, produced by KJ Granderson back at our NHL Tonight studios in Lone Tree. We're all over North America to bring you round 1, Game 1. It'll feature scores and highlights from this game and around the world.
Colorado Avalanche hockey.
Now McKinnon all the way over for Cale McCarr. Takes it back from McKinnon. Lets it go from Middlestat. Towards the net. Drouin! That's a goal. Goal!
Your Avalanche Intermission Report is next.
Tough, man.
On the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
America's favorite tea made a hard iced tea?
Obviously.
And it's brewed with real Lipton tea?
Obviously.
Try a refreshing Lipton hard iced tea, whether you need to cool off at a pool party or beat the heat at the next barbecue. Visit your local liquor store or grocery store to pick up a variety pack of our 4 flavors: lemon, peach, strawberry, and half and half.
Introducing Lipton Hard Iced Tea with 5% alcohol. Your cup of hard tea. Legal 21 plus, contains alcohol. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024, The Sunrise Brewing Company, Rochester, New York. Flavored malt beverages does not contain distilled spirits.
I got a nightmare phone call that no parent wants to receive.
Someone hit me going 60 miles an hour.
Dr. Ramos came highly recommended. When I showed him the x-rays, he immediately knew exactly what was wrong.
We've had a tremendous experience with Ramos Law. Really, I could not be happier.
Having the car accident was an accident. Finding Ramos Law was no accident.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. RamosLaw.com.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. Sound the horn.
Avs faithful. Game's over. With every breakaway, every assist, every amazing save, the Avs leave it all on the ice. Now it's your turn to close out strong. When you recycle your aluminum cans, you score big for sustainability. Let's celebrate together and go all in for a sustainable future. All in for the Avs. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
Find your riches at Century Casino this April. Crack the safe to win up to $2,500. Winners picked to be a safecracker
Cracker every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All chosen winners are guaranteed at least $200. Earn entries with just 50 base points on your Winner Zone card for each week's drawings. Join us on Tuesdays and Fridays to multiply your entries for slot, video poker, and electric table games play. Take I-70 to exit 243 to the Central City Parkway. Welcome to the Winner Zone. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
That's it, man. That's it, man. No more. No more.
Colorado Avalanche hockey.
I like our start, boys. I love our start.
This is your Avalanche Intermission Report.
Sharp physically, sharp mentally. We are going to have success.
Avalanche Intermission on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Welcome to your Colorado Avalanche Intermission Report. Through 40 minutes of play at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, your Avalanche have a 2-0 lead on the Dallas Stars in Game 1 of the 2025 Stanley Cup Playoffs. You are listening to the Altitude Sports Radio Network live from historic Buffalo Rose in downtown Golden, Colorado, home to the rugged frontier spirit of the American West since 1859. $1 off Bud Light pints every single playoff game as the Avs search for Lord Stanley's Cup. We are tied at 0 after 1, and the second period opened up the floodgates for the Avs. Shots on goal through 2 periods, 18 for Colorado, 17 for the Dallas Stars, 11 for the Avs in period 1, 9 for Dallas in period 1, 7 for Colorado, 8 for Dallas in the second. Power plays, Avs are 1 of 4, Dallas 0 of 2. Hits 23-12 in favor of Colorado. Giveaways, the Avs have been a little careless with the puck, 15 as compared to the homestanding Stars with 6. Block shots, Dallas with 16, Colorado with 12. Let's hear how this one happened. It's 2-0. The reason why there's a 0 on the right side of the scoreboard, it's Mackenzie Blackwood in his NHL playoff debut.
Now Harley. Back for Duchesne, down low, Wyatt Johnson, bottom of the circle, shadowed by Devon Taves. Harley up top. Duchesne, down low, all alone, Johnson in front, oh, what a save made by Blackwood, and the Avalanche clear it down ice. Inconceivable! Mackenzie Blackwood has had 2 7-bell saves on the power play in this hockey game, and he stones Wyatt Johnson right there.
Blackwood has seen 17 shots, stopped every single one of them. Today's Avalanche game is brought to you by your local Colorado Buick GMC dealers. Still 0-0 then, and then Arturi Lehkonen. They don't ask how, they just ask how many.
Puck is free, Avs have it. Natchez into the path of Nathan MacKinnon across center ice. MacKinnon into the Star zone, hands it off. Lehkonen a shot, save made Ottinger. Rebound is there, they score! We're up all night to get lucky! Charging towards the net, Arturi Lehkonen has it bounce off his entire body. And with 10:30 to go in the second period, the Avalanche strike first against the Stars. This is a good goal. You can't overthink it. It was a quick look at it, and it should be confirmed that Arturi Lehkonen has his 24th career postseason goal. I think we'll hear from Jake Frank, or maybe not. Nope, Kelly Sutherland. Here you go.
After video review, it's determined there was no kicking motion. It's a legal goal on the ice.
Yep.
Call on the ice stabs.
I told you.
Lehkonen's first of the postseason, assisted by Nathan MacKinnon and Marty Natchez at the 9:30 mark of that second period. Lehkonen scoring off the assist from MacKinnon. MacKinnon factors in on that goal to record his 67th career playoff assist. It ties Mikko Rantanen for the 3rd most in Avs or Nordiques history. He trails only the great Joe Sakic with 104 and Peter Forsberg with 101 helpers. That was the first of 2 points for Nathan MacKinnon. The second one came by way of a goal.
Avs keep it alive. Makar shot off the end wall. Avs trying to get there. Stars actually did, but they gave it right back to Nathan MacKinnon between the legs for Val Nichushkin, all the way over for Drouin. Now Cale Makar creeping in. Makar hands it off for MacKinnon. MacKinnon lets a shot go. He scores! The Mac attack is back, Jack. The 5th most playoff goals among active players.
postseason, assisted by Cale Makar and Jonathan Drouin with 3 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in that second period. Cale Makar ties Peter Stastny for the 5th most playoff points in franchise history. That list topped by Joe Sakic with 188, Forsberg with 159, the aforementioned McKinnon at 116, and Rantanen at 101. He also became the 3rd fastest defenseman in Stanley Cup playoff history to reach the 60 career assist mark. He only trails Bobby Orr, who did it in 69 games played, and the great Al McInnes, who did it in 71. Makar hit 60 in 73 career playoff games. The Avs, by the way, 32-1-2 this season when leading after 2 periods. They had also scored the first goal on the road 24 times in the regular season. That was tied for the 2nd most in the league. And that is your score after 2 periods of play out there at American Airlines Center in Dallas. Colorado 2 and Dallas 0. Face-offs right now 59% for the Avalanche compared to 41% for the Dallas Stars. That's a stark difference from last year, and that's the reason why Chris McFarland goes out and gets players like Brock Nelson, like Charlie Coyle. Coyle is 7 of 12 for 58%. Jack Drury, 4 of 7 in the 4th line center spot, 57%. Ross Colton has taken 1 draw. He won that after Charlie Coyle gets kicked out of a draw. And Nathan McKinnon, 7 of 11, leads all face-off takers with at least 5 draws tonight, 64% on the draw. Avs faithful, the Stanley Cup Playoffs are streaming on Altitude Plus. Sign up now and get exclusive access to a 3-day free trial. Use the promo code ALT3FREE. That's the letters ALT, the number 3, and FREE. The code must be redeemed at altitudeplus.com. The offer is subject to terms and conditions. It also ends on Thursday, April 24th. You're listening to the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 is the home of your Colorado Avalanche. Hear the game tonight. React with us all day Monday.
Hey, Avs faithful, it's Brett Kane, Game 1 for the Avs and Stars. Right now in a full breakdown, Mackenzie Blackwood's first playoff game. All that and the results of Nuggets-Clippers Game 1, Monday starting at 6 o'clock with Moshe Lombardi and Kane on your home for the Avs and Nuggets. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
The daughter of an electrical engineer, Leslie Bailey's dad told her that she should learn a trade. Even though she waited until her 40s, she switched careers and became a union electrician. She loves the freedom to travel and work in other states or countries and says the feeling of belonging to something bigger than yourself is amazing.
I'm Leslie Bailey. I am the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW. Come join us.
Go online at IBEW68.com.
Over for McKinnon. He scores!
Playoff tickets are in high demand, and this is your chance to beat the crowd. Join our limited ticket priority list for exclusive access, last-minute game day tickets, and much more.
Makar drive. He scores! All hail Cale!
Being built different means you're always one step ahead. Sign up now and stay on top of the game.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Avalanche intermission continues now on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back to your Avalanche intermission report. Through 2 periods, the Avs lead the Dallas Stars in the first of the Western Conference quarterfinal by a score of 2-0. Avalanche hockey is brought to you by Ball Corporation. All in for the Avs aluminum, all in. Nathan McKinnon and Arturi Lehkonen, your goal scorers in that first period. Just one other game in the National Hockey League this evening. The Jets get a 5-3 win over the Blues, but they had to rally late in this one. Jordan Kyrou put St. Louis up late in that second period.
Neighbors will pull it off the wall back toward the line for Falk on the far side again for Kyrou. Moves in, shoots, and scores.
He had 36 in the regular season. He's got 1 in the postseason. And St. Louis, for the second time here tonight, has a power play goal, and they've regained the lead. It's 3-2 for the Blues.
That was the last of the leads that the Blues would have in that one. An empty netter makes it 5-3 after the latest goal in Winnipeg Jets or Coyotes history is scored by Kyle Connor. It was his 4th career game-winning goal in the postseason. That ties Paul Stastny, former Avalanche, for the most in Jets, or rather Thrashers history, not Coyotes history. He also factored in on 26 game-winning goals during the regular season, which was the most among players, and 2 more than the next closest, which was the league's leader in goal scoring, Leon Draisaitl. He had 24 game winners this year. Scott Arniel became the 2nd coach to win his playoff debut with the Jets, joining Rick Bowness, who won Game 1 back in 2023 in Round 1. The Jets win their 5th playoff game by overcoming a deficit in that 3rd period. The only other instances that's happened for the Jets: Game 1 of 2018, Game 4 of 2019, Game 3 of the 2021 first round, and Game 4 of that same first round, which was an overtime winner. Actually, both of those games, 5-4 overtime and 3-2 overtime against the Edmonton Oilers. In the NBA, the Denver Nuggets opened up their first round matchup against the LA Clippers. They had to come from behind. They trailed by as much as 15 points at home. 112-110 is the final for the Nuggets over the LA Clippers. They nearly get a triple-double from Nikola Jokic. He misses out by just 1 assist this evening. It was the roller coaster experience for Russell Westbrook. 112-110 is the final there. Currently, the Minnesota Timberwolves have a 104-88 lead with 7 minutes to go in that 4th quarter against the LA Lakers. Other finals from around the NBA, thanks to a 21-0 run for the homestanding New York Knicks. They get the win, 123-112 over the Pistons. Karl Anthony Towns, 23 points, 11 rebounds in the winning effort there. The Pacers, 117-98 over the Milwaukee Bucks. Pascal Siakam, 25 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 steal. Miles Turner turns in 4 blocks and 19 points off the bench. Benedict Mathurin, 13 points for the Pacers. Milwaukee spoils a 36-point outing. The starters for Milwaukee, other than Giannis, combined for 14 points in the basketball game. In our contest, the Colorado Avalanche currently lead the Dallas Stars by a score of 2-0. Coming up next on the other side, don't go anywhere. Connor McGahey has 3rd period action live from American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. You're listening to the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $150 in bonus.
TNCs apply.
When the game is on the line, you need someone you can trust and rely on. And when you've been seriously injured, you can trust Berg Simpson. The experienced and nationally recognized lawyers at Berg Simpson are ready to fight aggressively for your best possible outcome. We know that legal victories are not given. They are earned through hard work, determination, and commitment to excellence.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives.
Avs faithful. Aluminum is the MVP of recycling. Every time you choose aluminum, you're scoring big for sustainability. Like a top-shelf slapper or a game-winning breakaway, choosing aluminum makes an impact. Whether you're cheering from the stands or enjoying a cold drink during the game, remember that aluminum is your MVP to building a sustainable future. All in for the Avs. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
Hey, I'm Francisco from Rhinehouse. How about tonight I cook dinner for you?
For me?
Sure.
How about us?
Why not? I got a menu that can't miss, including brats, of course, but we also have a menu that includes authentic pork schnitzel or traditional spätzle. I'll cook you a great dinner.
Sounds good.
Enjoy dinner at Rhinehouse, then play a little bocce to see who buys dessert. Rhinehouse, close to Ball Arena on 14th and Market.
X-Goal changes everything here.
Don't turn down a shot, eh? He gets scored on in bunches.
Colorado Avalanche hockey.
Who's going to answer the bell?
It's time for the 3rd period.
We are going on the hunt. You don't sit back on these guys, and you just keep playing till the buzzer sounds, all right?
Here's the voice of the Avalanche, Connor McGahey, on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Start of the third period, American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. The Avalanche have a 2-0 lead over the Stars here in game number 1. The third period of Avs hockey is brought to you by the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey Tullamore 2. When it's game time, it's totally time. Avs have goals from Arturi Lehkonen and Nathan MacKinnon. MacKinnon has 2 points in the hockey game. Necas, McCarr, and Drouin have the other assists. Third period begins 5-on-5. Avalanche in white, burgundy, and blue. Going left to right, the Stars in green, black, and white the opposite direction. MacKinnon against Johnston at center ice. And Johnston wins this one. Backwards for Jamie Benn. Labushkin across the red line. Taves. Backwards now to help out is Nathan MacKinnon. Up the near side boards. McCarr leads it. Lehkonen trying to chase it down ahead of Cody Ceci. Lehkonen the extra step, able to block that clearance attempt from Cody Ceci into the seats. And the face-off, because Ceci was in the Star zone, will be to the right of Jay Gottinger. 14 seconds into the third period. Avalanche up 2-0. MacKinnon will take the draw and won this time again by Johnson, but Necas is there first. MacKinnon now for Devon Taves, a shot fought out by Ottinger, and that blocker save goes into the screen to his right, so we'll do that face-off from that same dot all over again. 22 seconds gone in the third. Again, 2-0 is the lead for the Avalanche. See if third time's the charm for MacKinnon here on his face-off. Nope, won by Johnston again. This time it's Lindell who bails it to the red line. Glove down by Taves. MacKinnon kicks it to Marty Necas. He throws it through Ceci. Far corner. Ceci overskated the puck, has it back. Charging in is Arturi Lehkonen. Lindell ahead for Jamie Benn. The blue line bounces it wide. Mackenzie Blackwood, Cale Makar. Backhand feed out towards center ice. Drouin holds. Now into the skates of Lehkonen. Works it free for MacKinnon. He'll get it deep so the Avalanche can change out the rest of their forward group. Ottinger now for Harley. Granlund run over by Josh Manson. Nice hit there. Pokes it along the blue line. Brock Nelson will get it deep. Tries to steal it away from Thomas Harley. Harley shrugs him aside. Stretches it for Rope Hintz off the toes of his blade. Manson couldn't clear. Granlund pinch. Oh, what a hit again thrown by Manson. 2 big boomers thrown on the same shift by Josh Manson. As Drouin gets the loose puck at center ice. Brock Nelson all the way over for Val Nichushkin. Cuts to the middle. Nichushkin a shot that hit a body in front. Couple of candidates for our Lipton Hard Iced Tea. A hard hit of the game. Tell you more about that coming up. Johnston knocked down by Sam Girard. Puck is free. Nice job there by Girard. Now Eric Johnson. Near side circle. Johnson sends it ahead over everyone's helmet. Marchment. Sam Girard blew a tire. Marchment a shot. Misses high. Stick side on Blackwood. Colton the loose change through the neutral zone. 2-on-2. Avs are gassed. So he'll tap it behind Ottinger and changes are made. Ottinger plays it. Near side boards Marchment. Angles it ahead. Tipped by Sagan. Over the head of Devon Taves. Taves held for a moment by Sagan. It's held up against the side of the net by Mackenzie Blackwood. And he'll halt proceedings. 17:56 to go in the third period. Shots are 19-17 Avalanche. They lead 2-0. That hard hit by Manson brought to you by Lipton Hard Iced Tea. America's favorite tea made a hard iced tea, obviously. Pick up a variety pack today at your favorite liquor store or grocery store. Face off to the left of Blackwood. Has been magnificent so far in his NHL playoff debut. Face off won by the Avs. Lindgren off the boards through center ice. Hacked that by Logan O'Connor. Stars win it for a moment, but Jack Drury more tenacious. Manson for O'Connor. He'll tip it in wide left of Ottinger. Ottinger played it just ahead of Parker Kelly. Now it's Bischel on the stretch pass through the legs of Benn, right to Manson, and he'll hit the escape button again. Settled down by Petrovic. This is everybody. This should be icing on the Stars, and it is. 17:26 to go in the third period. The Avalanche have 2, and the Stars have nothing. Dallas won 7 games in a row, and then lost 7 games to finish the regular season. Benn against McKinnon, left side of Ottinger, right side of the ice here in the third period. McKinnon swats at it. Benn able to get there first. Puck was dropped awkwardly. This is launched into the Avalanche zone. Devon Toews, hounded by Mikko Rantanen. Turned it over for a moment, works it back, hit is thrown. Natchez with the turnover from Dallas, near side circle, slaps it ahead. McKinnon working 2-on-3 with Artturi Lehkonen. McKinnon right up the middle, couldn't get through a crowd. Now he plays it out the boards. Cale Makar slows it down. Near side point Toews, down to the corner. Natchez slowed it up for McKinnon, now working against the far wall and Ceci. Lehkonen, who's just been a revelation in this game. Assists. McKinnon has it stolen away, working to try and get it back off the boards. Cale Makar along his own blue line for Toews as the Avalanche will change one by one with 16:44 to go in the third. What a pass from Makar. Now for Brock Nelson. Nelson a shot. Save made by Ottinger. Rebound. Falls for Cal Nichushkin. Slaps it to the near side boards. Eric Johnson pinches off of Lindell. Avs are going to be offside, but Beck got there first, and now he'll arc it in. Sam Girard with it left side circle as he emerges from his own zone. Lost an edge. Marchment took over, but he lost the puck. Now Eric Johnson in the corner. Hit is thrown on him. Puck is free. Right up the middle. And that was a centering feed from Dallas, so there's going to be no icing here. It rolls in on Ottinger anyhow. Strange sequence. Sam Girard, who's an excellent skater. I've never really seen him catch an edge like that before. Stretch pass, Marchment at center ice. Avs break it up for a moment. Duchesne, his patented between the legs pass that warranted a rule change in the National Hockey League. Gets a shot away. Harley pinches. Crashing through him is Coyle. Logan O'Connor across the red line. And now it's Lyubushkin as O'Connor applies pressure on Harley. He figure eights around him. Now Seguin up the middle. Coyle got a stick to it. Coyle stays with it. Gave it right to Matt Duchesne. All the way over. Marchment backwards for Lyubushkin. Hounded by Kiviranta. Shot. Save made by Blackwood. Rebound is there. Dug loose by the Avalanche. Logan O'Connor. Knocked down from his knees. Back to his feet. Trying to clear. Blocked by Duchesne. O'Connor. The stick came up into the face of Marchment. Delayed penalty on the Avalanche. Marchment takes a bump from Ryan Lindgren. Marchment made a meal of that, flying and flinging all over the place. Manson's going to sit for the second time tonight. I think it's only two. Actually, it's not even a high stick.
Number 42, 2 minutes interference.
On interference? Puck is right there. I think that's a horrible call. The puck is at the feet of Mason Marchment. What is Manson supposed to do? The puck is right in between the skates of Marchment, and Manson blew him up. Marchment sold that in a big way. I'll tell you what, if you want someone to dislike in this series, I've got somebody for you. The puck was in between the skates of Mason Marchment, and Josh Manson gets called for interference. The puck has to be in the vicinity. You don't have to have possession of the puck to get hit. So a power play for the Stars. They win the draw here. Harley down low behind the net. Cale Makar's going to get there. Up the far boards. And Jack Drury will clear it for the Avalanche. 5 minutes gone in the third period. Scores 2-0 Avs. Harley for Johnston. Turned it over. Rope Hintz gave it right to Cale Makar. And the likely winner of the 2024-25 Norris Trophy will clear it for the Avalanche. It's possible that the Avs will have a two-time Norris and Hart winner on the same roster. Pass from the Stars goes out across the blue line. Duchesne has to regroup with Harley. Now pass from Duchesne backwards for Hintz. He'll sling it around. Logan O'Connor poked it. Weird hop off the board. Centering feed. Stars keep it alive. Duchesne checked by Parker Kelly. Back down for Mikko Rantanen. He's got room to shoot. Lets it go. Save made by Blackwood off the deflection. And he hangs on with no rebound to be found. 14-14 to go in the period. 1:03 to go in Manson's minor as we pause 10 seconds for station identification. Brought to you by Berg Simpson across the vast Altitude Sports Radio Network.
The fastest game on ice.
Next Schmaltz, he's in. Schmaltz to step up. He scores!
Sirius XM NHL Network Radio.
The Dallas Stars have taken their time out here. With 1:03 to go in the power play, DeBoer wants to give his assistant coaches time to give instructions to the top power play unit. 14-14 to go in the third period. The Avalanche lead 2-0. On the power play opportunities for Dallas, and this is their third of the hockey game. They have 9 shots. So those instructions have been given. Avalanche have 55 total shot attempts in this game. 19 on goal, 19 blocked. They've missed 17 times. Stars now out shooting the Avalanche because of that last sequence, 21-19. Big draw here for Charlie Coyle. Coyle is 58% from the dot tonight going against Rupe Hintz. He wins it back for Eric Johnson, and the timeout seems to be wasted for the Dallas Stars as the Condor will catapult the puck behind the net of Jay Gottinger. Harley right side circle. 50 seconds to go in the power play. Leaves it for Wyatt Johnson. Now Rupe Hintz. Matt Duchene. Stolen by Kiviranta. Falls right though for Harley. Kiviranta trying to chase him up against the far boards to the right of the Avalanche bench. Mikko Rantanen can't handle the puck. Neither can Hintz. Avs get their first. Coyle hit up against the boards. Pops free. Duchene has it at the point. Duchene now for Harley at the deep slot. Returns it to Duchene. 25 seconds to go in the power play. Wyatt Johnson down low. Wants to glide it in front. Duchene a one-timer. Save made by Blackwood. He stays strong up against his right post. Puck is loose. Thrown in front. Handed off by Thomas Harley, and now he can't get a shot through either. Rantanen mishandled it. Lindgren takes it away, but he can't clear. Blocked by Mikko, goes right to Wyatt Johnson up top for Harley. 5 seconds to go in the power play. Shot, and they score. Somehow, Mackenzie Blackwood didn't have a stick. It's leaning up against the side of the net. And there's an explanation being given to Ryan Lindgren by Kelly Sutherland. I have no idea how Mackenzie Blackwood did not have a stick for that sequence. And the worst goal song in the history of the National Hockey League is here for your ears for the first time tonight. Oh, I see what happened. Blackwood was strong up against the right side of his net, and the knob of the stick went through the cage on the outside. Harley let it go, and if Blackwood has a stick, he's going to make that save. But it's off the post and in. The Stars get a big break. I think it's going to be Rupe Hintz on the goal. Faceoff is won by the Avalanche, and it's 2-1 Colorado with 13:09 to go in the third period. This is icing on the Avs. It took the Avalanche goaltender not having all his equipment for the Stars to get a goal. And it's probably not a great idea to have the air raid siren with tornado warnings to the west of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. At the moment, Avs win the draw. Neil Makar across the red line. Now into the path of Lehkonen. Lehkonen backdoor for Natchez, swing and a miss. McKinnon tracks it down. Gets it away from Tyler Seguin. Natchez applies pressure on Ottinger. This is bailed out by the Stars. Too much mustard. It's going to be icing on Dallas. Hintz gets the goal from Harley and Wyatt Johnston. They do count it at the moment as a power play goal. A power play that should never have happened in the first place.
6:45. That's his first from Harley and Johnson at 6:45.
McKinnon will take the face-off after the Stars icing call. Against Matt Duchene, he won it, but it went off the linesman. It goes back to Dallas. Arc ahead. Puck will roll wide of Mackenzie Blackwood. Back-to-back icings on the Stars. With 12:38 to go in the third, the Avalanche up 2-1. Nichushkin, Drouin, and Nelson out there with Sam Girard and Josh Manson. It's your party of 5 for the Avs. Colorado wins the draw. Sam Girard for a bound. Nichushkin, he swings and misses on the one-timer again. Manson lets it rip. Pad save made by Ottinger. Rebound cleaned up by Nichushkin. Near side circle, Nichushkin. All the way through for Sam Girard. Shot tipped. Save made by Ottinger, and he falls on it. Really quick whistle from Kelly Sutherland. He barely had it covered up to Jake Ottinger, but he gets the benefit, so we'll take a timeout. 12:22 to go in the third. Avalanche 2, Stars 1. These are the Stanley Cup Playoffs on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
DMAC,
What's up, Avs Nation? It is D-Mac from Columbus. Hastings and D-Mac. We're on from noon to 3, Monday through Friday. Cannot wait to talk to you about this game, Game 1, and preview Game 2. That is noon to 3 on Monday. So get ready for great Avs action right now and Monday as well on PhD on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Hear the game tonight. React with us all day Monday on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
You're grilling, you're golfing, then you're shoveling, and then back to grilling. Well, that's Colorado. Can your home keep up? My partners at Rock Plumbing, Heating, and Air have the solution. Mosier, cold climate heat pumps. That's right, cold climate heat pumps. They're going to find you the right model to efficiently heat and cool your home and save you big money. With current rebates and tax incentives, you can save $12,000 on the initial investment. So find out more right now at rockheating.com. That's ROCKheating.com. Rock, bringing comfort home and simplifying your life.
Hey everyone, Adnan and Verk here to talk about our great podcast, NHL Unscripted with Verk and Demers.
Jason Demers here. After playing 700 NHL games, it turns out I have an opinion or two. Whoever's saying trade one of them, you don't know anything about hockey. I'm on the bandwagon. I'm rooting for this team. With new guests every week, we will talk about hockey and more.
Can't wait till you watch this movie because it's the biggest award of her career.
He went into the cheetah exhibit. The cheetah took a piece out of him, and he came into the ring the next day.
Tune in to NHL Unscripted with Verk and Demers, the iHeartRadio app, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The Stanley Cup Playoffs, Colorado and Dallas on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
12:22 to go in the third period. American Airlines Center in Dallas, round 1, game 1. Colorado leads the Dallas Stars by a score of 2-1. Face off in the Dallas zone to the right of Jake Ottinger. Brock Nelson will take it. Boy, almost cheating there was Maverick Bourque. Wins it back for Thomas Harley. His pass turned over. Now it's Drouin on the money for Brock Nelson. He lets a shot go, deflected wide, has his own rebound. Puck hopped on him for a moment. Falls in between the skates of back, swiped away by Jonathan Drouin. Now Val Nichushkin, one hands it to the point. Nice play for Sam Girard. Now Josh Manson has it in space. Manson off the end wall, can't get the trigonometry right, and it falls back for Dallas as Sam Steele backhanded it down ice. Right into the glove of Sam Girard as he coasts back into his own end. Manson up the middle for Val Nichushkin. Wide his left for Jack Drury. Throws on the brakes, trying to get it deep. Stuck in his skates. Logan O'Connor comes away to help. Back to the point, Lindgren. Eric Johnson holding. The deep slot, Val Nichushkin. Nichushkin all the way over for Lindgren at the far point. Lindgren lets it go. Blocked. Drury has the rebound. Slaps it behind the net. Logan O'Connor with it. Bumped by Hintz. Logan O'Connor back to the point. Lindgren winds and fires. Blocked in front. Where is it? It's stuck in paraphernalia. Parker Kelly lets it ride. He misses the net. Kept in near point by Eric Johnson. Now in the corner, Kelly for Jack Drury. Back up top for EJ. Takes the shot. Swings it to his left for Lindgren, who lets it go. Save made Ottinger. Parker Kelly was right there for the rebound as he goes toe-to-toe with the Dallas Stars. Unnecessary roughness on Dallas. Parker Kelly, innocent of all charges. Didn't have to put up with any of that nonsense, but he did anyhow. 11:04 to go in the third period in Dallas. Avs hanging on to a 2-1 lead. And the McKinnon line with Lehkonen and Natchez will come out with Taves and McCarr. Nice play by Lindgren. Parker Kelly was there and again had the stick knocked out of his hands. Rope Hintz punched him and then punched Logan O'Connor with no penalty forthcoming. Penalties being called when they shouldn't. Penalties not being called when they should. Face off to the right of Ottinger. Nathan McKinnon will take the draw. Again, can't win it away from Wyatt Johnston. Johnston is 50% in this game. Avs take it over in the star zone. Lehkonen hands it off. Nathan McKinnon, far side half wall. Cale Makar, near circle. Makar, toe drag a shot. He missed the net again. Makar's trying to pick that top corner, and he has 4 misses tonight in good spots for the Avalanche. Has it back now, over for McKinnon. Back from Makar, trying to get around the neutral zone trap at Dallas. Marty Natchez skates the stick, will slap it in. Ottinger slows it up. CC now, far side hash marks. Exits the zone with Wyatt Johnston. Flings it around Devon Taves. Both teams will change. 10:25 to go in the third. 2-1 Colorado. Makar behind the net of Mackenzie Blackwood. Josh Manson quickly ahead for Kiviranta. He got a touch to it, no icing. Dallas up and out. Mikko Rantanen will reel it in. 1-on-1 with Ryan Lindgren. Rantanen throws on the brakes. Lindgren lost an edge. Shot save made by Blackwood. Rebound is there. Turned aside by the Avs. Coyle has it. Coyle into the path of Manson. Manson will play it around Petrovic. And they go into the corner. Shoulder to shoulder. Kiviranta throws a hit. Thrown out in front. Blocked. Kiviranta has it back. Now Logan O'Connor. Down low is Brock Nelson. Brock Nelson with a stick in the crease. Nelson turns and fires off a leg. And it falls against the far boards where Sam Girard overskated. Nelson back in his stead. Duchesne with it. Along the wall. Seguin. Deep. Nelson up and out. No icing on the Avalanche. 9:27 to go in the third period. Lyubushkin. Now for Marchment just off the bench. Shot rocketed on by Marchment. Save made by Blackwood. He'll collect it, and we'll take a timeout. 9:19 to go in the third period in Dallas. Avalanche 2 and the Stars 1. This is the Stanley Cup Playoffs on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Breaking news coming in area Bet365. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Colorado. T&Cs apply.
Avs faithful. Aluminum is the MVP of recycling. Every time you choose aluminum, you're scoring big for sustainability. Like a top shelf slapper or a game-winning breakaway, choosing aluminum makes an impact. Whether you're cheering from the stands or enjoying a cold drink during the game, remember that aluminum is your MVP to building a sustainable future. All in for the Avs. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
The Stanley Cup Playoffs Bracket Challenge is back.
Oh, yeah, baby!
And now it's time to take your shot. Face off against family and friends. And see if you can predict this year's playoffs.
McDavid shoots and scores!
Can you pick the perfect bracket and claim the ultimate prize? A trip to a 2025-26 NHL event. Sign up today for a chance to win exclusive prizes at NHL.com/bracket.
Mile High Playoff Hockey. The Avs and Stars on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
9:19 to go in the third period. American Airlines Center in Dallas. The Avalanche have a 2-1 lead over the Stars with engineer extraordinaire Bill Geiger, KJ Granderson, and Alex Ryan-Emmy back in Colorado. Raj on scene at Buffalo Rose in Golden. I'm Connor McGahey. It's our pleasure to bring you the Stanley Cup Playoffs. Live from Dallas, around North America, and around the world on the Altitude Sports Radio Network. No Ross Colton on the bench for the Avalanche. Get an update on him shortly. Harley's shot blocked by Drouin. His stick broke. Thrown in front, off a leg. Reeled in by Seguin. Avs are almost down 2 sticks. Seguin to the point. Drouin doesn't have a twig. Harley to the corner. Sam Girard trying to chase Duchesne down. Stars will play it behind the net. Seguin waiting there. Can't center the puck. Forced wide. Now on top for Lyubushkin. Lyubushkin sends it back behind the net. Sam Girard lays the shoulder on Matt Duchesne. Puck hopped out in front for Marchment. It's Jonathan Drouin who has his stick back, and the Avalanche clear it back through neutral ice. Dumped back in by Dallas. Taves is back to help out. Hard to tell exactly what happened on that last sequence, but it was close to being a Dallas goal. Now it's backhanded in by Drouin. Ottinger hounded by Cale Makar on the forecheck here. Been known to do that a time or two. Nature's the same. Stretch feed. Johnson run over by Ryan Lindgren. He's had a really good physical hockey game. Turnover Dallas. McKinnon across the Stars line. McKinnon near side. Shot is off a body. Ottinger pinches up against the near post. Lehkonen kicks it for McKinnon. Swings to the point. Sam Girard sends it back to where it came from. McKinnon leaves it for Natchez. Stars get there first. Pinching is Lindgren near side this time. And now Dallas with Cody Ceci will exit out through the middle of the ice. Hacked at by Sam Girard. Nice play. Picked up by Natchez. On his forehand. Avs are back in control with 7:40 to go in the third period. Up a goal in game one. Natchez. Right on the money for Charlie Coyle. He'll fling it down the near side wall. Rantanen first back for the Stars. Pokes it for Lyubushkin. Far side circle out towards center ice. That's denied by Josh Manson. Picking it up is Harley. Manson leans into him. Harley is shot blocked, and that's going to ricochet back across the red line. And in the Stars territory where Wyatt Johnson is the first back. Ben can't handle it. Picked up by Johnson again. Trying to go wide on Devon Taves. Duchesne. Nope. Rantanen lost an edge. Back to his feet, off the boards. Logan O'Connor with it, 3-on-2. Through center ice, down the left flank, across the Stars line. O'Connor, trailers, Manson lets it go. Tipped in front, they score! Manson to Devon Taves, who is at the back post. And it's a laser from Taser. D to D. And the Avalanche have their 2-goal lead back with 7:04 to go in the third period. Who would have thought that the two players leading the charge for Colorado would be both defensemen? O'Connor left it for Josh Manson, and it was Devon Taves who went to the net front to tap it in to give the Colorado Avalanche a 3-1 lead with 7:04 to go in the third. Taves, who finished the regular season with 2 goals and 3 assists his last 4 games, gets his 12th goal ever in the Stanley Cup Playoffs. And 9th with the Colorado Avalanche. Face-off at center ice, won by Dallas. Backwards for CC, Harley with it. Off a shin pad, back for Eric Johnson. Angles it off the near side boards, tipped by Jonathan Drouin. Dallas back with it. Sam Steele has it hacked away by Sam Girard. Arc deep by Brock Nelson, private eye. Hands on the forecheck here. They keep it deep. Labushkin having a hard time dealing with Nelson. Stars escape. Touch through the neutral zone. No icing on Dallas. Steele throws Sam Girard into the boards. Drouin back to help out. Drouin out the near wall for Nichushkin. He's got Brock Nelson cross country. Can't get it to him, so he'll just roll it deep. Now to make a change. 6:20 to go in the third. Up 3-1. Labushkin from Marchment. Stars turn it over. Not once, but twice. And then the Avs give it back. Taves with it, though. Off the end wall, Cale Makar. Right-handed shot, looking ahead. Makar with it. Stretches for Marty Necas. Down the right flank, Necas will dump it deep. Lehkonen swats at the puck in the trapezoid. Sagan with it, however. Another turnover. Stars in the neutral zone. Marchment kicks it to his stick across the Avalanche line. Rolls it around Cale Makar. Makar leans into him. Taves throws it back to the near corner, but it's right to Tyler Sagan. In front, Taves back to where he's supposed to be. Intercepts and taps it ahead for Nathan MacKinnon. MacKinnon blew a tire. Avs are offside as MacKinnon lost an edge going into the Stars zone. We get a whistle, and we will take a timeout. 5:36. They go in the third period in Dallas. Taves from Manson and Logan O'Connor at 12:56 give Colorado a 3-1 lead over the Stars. These are the Stanley Cup Playoffs on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Style or substance? Somehow it became one or the other when choosing a truck. But there is another choice, not stopping until you have everything. That's GMC Sierra. We are professional grade. Well-qualified buyers get 0.9% APR on 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer today. Length of contract limited. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 4/30/25.
Over for MacKinnon. He scores!
Playoff tickets are in high demand, and this is your chance to beat the crowd. Join our limited ticket priority list for exclusive access, last-minute game day tickets, and much more.
Makar drive. He scores! All hail Cale!
Being built different means you're always one step ahead. Sign up now and stay on top of the game.
Hey guys, this time of the year you can't help but think about your future. And what does yours look like? Tyler Plum is here for the electricians at International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Step up this year and go for it. Talk with the folks at IBEW about a future that includes a career, benefits, great wages, and a group of people around you that give you support, growth, and a solid future. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW Local 68. Start with the job, end with the career. Go to IBEW68.com for more information.
The Stanley Cup Playoffs, Colorado and Dallas on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
.536 to go in the third period in Dallas. The Avalanche have a 3-1 lead over the Stars. Devon Taves from Josh Manson and Logan O'Connor made it 3-1. The Avalanche led all teams in scoring from the blue line for the 5th consecutive season. 211 points from defensemen this year. 54 goals, 157 assists. And they get 3 points from defensemen in this game. 2 on that last goal from Devon Toews. As with it across center ice, they'll launch it in. Right to left. Now in the forecheck is Parker Kelly. Bumps into Petrovic. Off a leg. As back with it. Manson lets it rip off the end wall and off the back of the cage. Dug loose by Bischel near side half wall. Granlund into the path of Dadonov, but it's tracked back by the speedy Logan O'Connor. Bumps loose, and now it's Lindgren for Josh Manson. Sends it ahead down the near boards. Tapped perfectly at the red line by Jack Drury. Avs will get it deep. 5 minutes to go in the third period of game 1. The Avs lead by 2. Bischel with it around the stick of Jonathan Drouin. He'll wind it around. It was supposed to make it all the way to the far corner. It hit something along the near side boards as Brock Nelson will knock it out of midair, and Val Nichushkin will muscle in front of his man. He goes down to the ice. Lyubushkin with the loose puck, but he turned right back into Val Nichushkin. Lyubushkin, monitored by Nichushkin, turned it over to Jonathan Drouin. Drouin will get it deep. Lyubushkin back with it. 4:32 to go in the third period. 3-1 Colorado. Harley. And an assist on the Rope Hintz goal will arc it in. Sam Girard up the far boards, waiting. Is McKinnon through his legs. And it's sent down ice by Marty Necas. This is going to be icing on the Avalanche. 4:18 to go in the third period. Avalanche 3. And the Stars 1. We invite you to tune in for the Ball Corporation post-game show following the game tonight. Produced by KJ Granderson and Bill Geiger. And hosted by Alex Ryan-Emmy at Buffalo Rose in Golden. Ball Corporation all in for the Avs. Aluminum all in. Faceoff is won by McKinnon. Backwards for Toews to his feet. Off the glass. And we're going to do this all over again. As Avs tick about 10 seconds off the clock. 4:09 to go in the third. Shots are 24-22 Dallas. But it's the Avalanche with the 3-1 lead. McKinnon will go again against Hintz. Won by Hintz. Avs get there first. Over the stick of Ceci, able to keep it in the far point. Marchment down low. Got to stick to it. Sagan back for Marchment in the corner. Now Rope Hintz on the end around. Hintz off the far board. Ceci with it. Shot blocked by Lehkonen. Lost the stick. Lehkonen is able to glove it across the blue line in the center ice. Mr. Playoffs himself, Arturi Lehkonen. McKinnon. He clears it. It's behind Kiviranta, though. Avs are changing, but they're applying pressure on the Stars through neutral ice. Puck goes off the broken stick. Lindgren now for Cale Makar. Right side circle in the Stars zone. 3:33 to go in the third period. 3-1 Colorado. Lindgren now for Logan O'Connor. Across the blue line. Leads it for Kiviranta. His shot blocked. Rebound sitting in front of the Stars net. Countered by Rantanen. Pass to his right. Wyatt Johnston backwards for Matt Duchene. He's bumped by Kiviranta. Harley trying to sneak in the back door, and tracking was Logan O'Connor. He saw the play the whole way as the Stars pinch. And now Logan O'Connor, who's had a magnificent game, pokes it ahead for Nathan McKinnon with an empty net. You betcha! For the second time tonight, the Mac Attack is back, Jack. 2 goals and an assist for Nathan Raymond McKinnon. And he makes it 4-1 Colorado with 3:08 to go in the third period. Maybe too early of a pull for the Dallas Stars, as Logan O'Connor did yeoman's work to get it through the neutral zone. McKinnon beat Granlund to the puck and put it into a wide open net. And one of the greatest playoff performers of all time as far as points per game goes, Nathan McKinnon, has a 3-point night here in game number 1. Faceoff at center ice. Coyle gets it back for Eric Johnson. Sam Girard for Parker Kelly. Down the far boards. Now below the goal line. Bischel with it. Gave it right to Kelly. Kelly towards the net. Tip right in front. They score again. Oh, Coyle rules. And the Dallas Stars are drinking from a fountain that's pouring like an avalanche. That's coming down the mountain. 5-1 Colorado here in game 1. Another turnover. It was Kelly for Jack Drury. A brilliant one-touch pass for Charlie Coyle. He puts it past Jake Ottinger. And the Avalanche have put a nickel on the Stars here in Dallas. Coyle will take the draw at center ice against Maverick Bourque. So Rope Hintz opened the scoring here in the third period, but the Avalanche have countered back with 3 straight to take a 5-1 lead. Coyle gets it deep. Bischel with it, cruises behind the net of Dallas. Sam Girard with it in neutral ice. Plays it off a leg. Now Coyle bumps the puck. Bourque takes over. Slides it down the far boards. Now behind the net. Blackwood leaves it for Erik Johnson. Throws on the brakes. Gets away from back of the far wall. Kept in by Dallas. Tipped wide of the net of Blackwood. 2:25 to go in regulation of game 1. A 4-goal lead for Colorado. Sam Girard with it. Gets away from the forecheck. Left side circle. Easy handoff for Erik Johnson. Now Jack Drury across the red line. Took a hit of Bischel. Able to get the puck deep though. Ottinger for Petrovic. To Donov. Ramps up through center ice. Across the red line. Lost the handle on it. Has it back to Donov. Wide of Manson. Lost an edge. Lost the puck. And now Manson will head the other way with under 2 to go. Manson crosses the red line. Gets it deep. And he's just going to leave it there. Some perfect textbook playoff hockey for the Avalanche in this hockey game tonight in game 1. Nichushkin hands it off. Lindgren behind the net. Drouin leaves it. Thought he had a forward to the near side boards. Another turnover Stars as Nelson is back above pucks. 92 seconds to go in the hockey game. Tipped in by Nichushkin. Avs and Stars will both change. Ottinger leaves it for Nebushkin. Off the end wall, Ceci with it. Right side circle in the Stars end. Kiviranta hacks at it. Maverick Bourque will take over. One-on-one with Sam Girard. Back in the corner. And he's bumped by Erik Johnson. 5-car pileup, left side of Blackwood, comes free. Stars have it, Bourque with it. Bottom of the circle, Bourque spins away from Parker Kelly. Kelly stays with him. Bourque turned it over to Erik Johnson. Bumps it back up the wall, turned the other way by Dallas. Taken loose by Sam Girard. Another turnover in the neutral zone. Kiviranta has it for the Avalanche. To the Dallas line. He'll backhand it in. 40 seconds to go in the third period. Avalanche have a 5-1 lead. Dump in from Petrovic fails. Calls for Lindgren. Coyle. He'll turn it down ice. Is it a shot on goal? Nope, but Ottinger's going to prolong the inevitable and touch the puck and prevent the icing with 22 seconds to go in game 1. Duchesne needs it for Bischel. Near side Marchment. Launches it ahead, tipped by Dallas, gloved by Charlie Coyle. He also has been magnificent. Stick handles around 1 and 2. Gets it behind the net, and he's the first one there. 4 seconds to go. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Colorado comes into Dallas and wins game 1. 3 straight goals in the third period make it a 5-1 final as the Avalanche have taken home ice away from the Dallas Stars. Mackenzie Blackwood, 23 saves on 24 shots to win his Stanley Cup playoff debut. And the Avalanche look forward to Monday night for game 2 with a 5-1 victory in their hockey bag. Nathan MacKinnon has 2 goals and an assist as he guides the Avalanche to a 1-0 series lead. When we come back, Alex Ryan-Emmy and KJ Granderson will take over with the Ball Corporation postgame show. Scores and highlights from this game and around the world of sports live from Buffalo Rose. And here, live in Dallas, we'll talk to Avalanche forward Logan O'Connor. Our next broadcast will be in Game 2 on Monday night here live from Dallas. That puck drop will be after 8:45 Central Time. Our broadcast will begin at 7 p.m. Mountain. But for Bill Geiger, Alex Ryan-Emmy, and KJ Granderson, I'm Connor McGahey saying thank you for listening. Avs win game 1. They beat the Stars by a final of 5-1. Post-game show is next. Until Monday, stay out of the box. And happy trails from the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Oh my God, what just happened?
This has been Colorado Avalanche Hockey with Connor McGahey.
Listen to the horn!
Coming up next, highlights, reaction, player and coaches interviews, all on Avalanche Aftermath on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 is the home of your Colorado Avalanche. Hear the game tonight. React with us all day Monday.
Hey, Avs faithful, it's Brett Kane, Game 1 for the Avs and Stars. Right now in a full breakdown, Mackenzie Blackwood's first playoff game. All that and the results of Nuggets-Clippers Game 1, Monday starting at 6 o'clock with Moshe Lombardi and Kane on your home for the Avs and Nuggets. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
I got a nightmare phone call that no parent wants to receive.
Someone hit me going 60 miles an hour.
Dr. Ramos came highly recommended. When I showed him the x-rays, he immediately knew exactly what was wrong.
We've had a tremendous experience with Ramos Law. Really, I could not be happier.
Having the car accident was an accident. Finding Ramos Law was no accident.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. RamosLaw.com.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. Sound the horn.
Avs faithful. Game's over. With every breakaway, every assist, every amazing save, the Avs leave it all on the ice. Now it's your turn to close out strong. When you recycle your aluminum cans, you score big for sustainability. Let's celebrate together and go all in for a sustainable future. All in for the Avs. All in for aluminum. Ball. All in.
The only thing better than a cold, crisp, crushable beer? One that's certified carbon neutral, baby. Meet Mountain Time, the beer that makes it easy to look good, feel good, and do good for the planet. That's what we in the biz call a win-win-win. Plus, it's made by New Belgium, right here in our backyard. So I guess that's a win-win-win-win. So cheers to that. Mountain Time Lager, a proud partner of the Colorado Avalanche, and people who like to win-win-win-win while drinking a cold one.
Colorado Avalanche hockey.
Good job, boys.
This is the Ball Corporation postgame show. Aluminum. All in on the Altitude Sports Radio Network.
Welcome to your Ball Corporation post-game show. Ball Corporation, all in for the Avs. Aluminum, all in. I'm your host this evening, Alex Ryan. You guys know me better as Raj, coming to you live from the Buffalo Rose in Golden, Colorado. $1 off Bud Light pints all playoff long. The Avs in Game 1 of their Western Conference quarterfinal matchup against the Dallas Stars steal home ice away from Dallas with a dominant 5-1 victory on the road. Colorado has won 21 series when taking a 1-0 lead early on. Let's hear how this one happened. 5 goals for the Avalanche, and you need a little luck to get it going. It was Arturi Lehkonen.
Puck is free. Avs have it. Natchez into the path of Nathan MacKinnon across center ice. MacKinnon into the star zone. Hands it off. Lehkonen a shot. Sam made Ottinger. Rebound is there. They score! We're up all night to get lucky. Charging towards the net, Arturi Lehkonen has it bounce off his entire body. And with 10:30 to go in the second period, the Avalanche strike first against the Stars. This is a good goal. You can't overthink it. It was a quick look at it, and it should be confirmed that Arturi Lehkonen has his 24th career postseason goal. I think we'll hear from Jake Frank, or maybe not. Nope, Kelly Sutherland. Here you go.
After video review, it's determined there was no kicking motion. It's a legal goal on the ice. Yep. Call on the ice stabs.
I told you.
Lucky Lecky gets his first of the postseason, assisted by Nathan MacKinnon, his first of 3 points this evening, and Marty Natchez, his first playoff point as a member of the Burgundy and Blue. 9 minutes and 30 seconds into that second period of play. Nathan MacKinnon, 2 points in the second. He came on the power play, his first of the postseason.
Last, keep it alive. McCarr shot off the end wall. Avs trying to get there. Stars actually did, but they gave it right back to Nathan MacKinnon between the legs for Val Nichushkin, all the way over for Drouin. Now Cale Makar creeping in. McCarr hands it off for MacKinnon. MacKinnon lets a shot go. He scores! The Mac attack is back, Jack. The 5th most playoff goals among active players. Now has 49. And with 3:22 to go in the second period, the Avalanche score on the front half of a double minor. It's off the elbow of Babushkin past Ottinger, and Nathan MacKinnon has 2 points in the second period. Colorado leads 2-0.
With 3:22 to go in the second period, MacKinnon doubles the lead. His 15th power play goal of his postseason career ties Peter Forsberg for the second most in franchise history, trailing only President of Hockey Operations Joe Sakic, who has 27 power play tallies in his postseason career. 2-0 is the score going into that third period. Roope Hintz would cut the Avs lead in half on the power play with a tip to make it 2-1, but Devon Taves on a 4-on-2 led by 2 defensemen drives the net.
Duchesne. Nope, Rantanen lost an edge. Back to his feet, off the boards. Logan O'Connor with it, 3-on-2. Through center ice, down the left flank, across the Stars line. O'Connor. Trailers, Manson lets it go. Tipped in front. They score! Manson to Devon Taves, who is at the back post. And it's a laser from Taser. D to D. And the Avalanche have their 2-goal lead back with 7:04 to go in the third period. Who would have thought that the 2 players leading the charge for Colorado would be both defensemen?
Sharks with laser beams attached to their heads. Devon Taves, his first goal of the postseason, 12:56 into that third period, regains the 2-goal lead. The Avalanche scored 54 goals in the regular season from their blue line that led the National Hockey League. They had 62 the year before. Both years, the Avs the most goals from their defensemen across the entire league. 3-1 was the score. Nathan MacKinnon.
Here I stand by myself on my own. What if I lose all control and take a step out into the unknown? Oh, oh, oh. What do I know?